We are live broadcasting right here. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and start this. You know. Ice cream, man. Yeah. Just got ice cream, man. Before you jump in the game, let's be one thing tomorrow. If you're 79, make sure the ice cream man. Ice cream man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Get the block dressed in white with some vegetables, a pocket full of stones, 3 G's they trying to lose these hoes. In that ticket, come and see us, it's the first of the month. Fees on my engine like I'm trying to take these fools to lunch. Going crazy in the ghetto. Try little homies low like y'all fools feel me. I pack a heat cause I'm paranoid at nighttime. Must be pulling jacks up in the hood, fucking gangsta ride. And still gotta watch my back in the hood. G like Spike, one safety spoon, living like a movie. Little kids get body. I mean my hood is rowdy. I'm trying to take $1.50 set before I'm up in Ollie. In my game, let's do one thing. If you're selling an ice cream, you have to make sure. What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? What's good, y'all? Man. We just over here, man, just chilling and we just having a good time, and we just gonna relax and say what the hell is on our damn mind. And this is why this panel is called Thick Skin Only. And hey, I got my brother over here, man. We go way back. We got Taylor Made in the house.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Right, we're in the house here. You know, everybody gets something off your chest, speak your mind. Don't hold nothing back. You feel me?
That's right. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. Yes. You know, I'm just. How you doing, brother? What's good, man?
Man, you know, just enjoying life, living the dream, man. Just taking one day at a time, man. You know, it's you know, I'm all for self at this moment, man. You know, if you don't do it, nobody else will.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what about yourself, brother?
Man, I'm good. I've been I've been focusing a lot more like on my hometown, our hometown. I've been focusing about some, you know, women coming up missing, and people don't talk about that. Women are coming up missing in Chicago, and I got family down there, you know, I mean, blood cousins down there, blood aunties down there, man, that's telling me women been coming up missing and nobody talking about that. And so I'm literally going down there, down on the south side, west side, and they were saying, one chick said, my sister was missing, no one heard her, but they don't put missing form, they don't talk about that. You know, remember they put Amber Alerts, they don't do Amber Alerts in Chicago.
Right. And see, that ain't right, bro. They need to do it for any and everybody. What I will tell you, this was really big, and what I've been hearing about in the news is just sex trafficking, man. People pregnant on the week, you know, and that stuff, that's something serious, man. This happened right in my own backyard, bro, out here in Arlington, you know, where I live at out here in Dallas area. Yes, sir. Some lady, it was 3 guys. And I got a video. I'm gonna have to send it to you in your messenger, man. But it was 3 guys and a girl, man, and they approached this lady. The girl was trying to sell herself on some, you know, on some, you know, Jesus, you know, talking about the
video. Where you find that video at?
It's in my inbox. Matter of fact, let me send it to you, man, because you're gonna have to watch it, bro.
Put it on my timeline, and I'll screen share it.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? If I send it into your inbox, you might be able to. Share it on your timeline. Hold on, I'll get it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm about to send it to you right now. You should have it right now.
Okay, I'm going right to it.
And that video was like 16 minutes and 35 seconds. But the point of the story is
Yeah, go ahead.
she's in Walmart making a purchase or whatever, and this young lady comes up to her, and start, talking about God and all that. And next thing you know, she starts talking about what she was going through, and next thing you know, she ended up giving her some money to take care of a situation, but not knowing that she had a guy that was on the side listening to their whole entire conversation, and it was three
Hmm.
guys that was involved.
Three guys. Oh, I lost you. I think you froze up, bro. I lost him real quick. Maybe you can come out and come back on, because this is interesting what you're saying, man. Hey, try getting off and come back on, because I don't hear you. Man. But there's some real stuff going on, y'all. Some real life stuff. Real life issues that's going on. Hey, bro, I can't hear you. Hey, kick yourself out and come back on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you now. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Okay. What I did was I exited out of the app, so you should be able to hear me now.
Okay, I hear you better actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I hear you better.
Yeah, right on. But yeah, man, watch that video, man, and share that video, man, because it's really sad, man. You see all these little young girls come up missing and everything. And they put them into this sex trafficking situation, and it's sad, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's sad, bro.
It is, and this is what I've been want to do lately. I've been want to discuss more about that. Like my sister, we was talking about that, and we want to talk more about that. We want that to get more out. But the thing is, when you get more like that stuff out there, they look at you as a threat and they try to censor you. They try to censor you. They'll put you in Facebook jail and being like, oh, that's not that's not accurate news that you're saying. I mean, you see, how Zuckerberg is.
Yeah, I know. They don't want to hear the truth, but anything that's negative and mess and taking people's lives, whatever, they agree with that. They don't take that stuff off their pages. But when you speaking the truth or whatever you believe in, they don't want to hear it. They consider that as hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to, it's a lot of stuff that I've actually toned down on Facebook, man, because I call them. What do I call them? I call them a fake book at the end of the day, because nobody wants to hear the truth, man. I came up when people were speaking the truth, and if you screwed up in life, or if we was in the neighborhood playing around doing whatever we was doing, bro, our next door neighbor will whoop our ass, and the lady down the road will whoop our ass, and then send us home to our parents, and they will whoop our ass.
Exactly.
We ain't got that no more.
Exactly, brother. Come on now. That's our era, though. That's our era.
Yeah. I mean, when we was in the grocery store acting a fool or whatever, you get out of line, mom be like, look, I'll whoop I'll whoop anybody ass, including anybody that got to say something about it, Now, if you were to do that in front of people, man, they'll think you the worst, and that's not cool, man.
Mm-hmm. You can't. Now they got this thing. If you what your children, if you yell at your children a lot, they're gonna call that mental abuse. They put you. They call DCFS on you for that.
Yeah, they'll call you. You got physical abuse and you got, I mean, like you said, man, you yell at your kids or whatever. I mean, that's how I was raised. If I did something wrong, my mama raised me, I'm gonna beat your, what or whatever. That's what we all went through, bro. I mean, and it's not like that no more. Like this generation, I'm not even gonna say this generation because it'll be wrong with me. They don't know no better. Let me just say that, because times have changed, man. And I think this social media platform that we all stand on and live on, I mean, to me, it exposes a lot of negativity, bro. We didn't have that back then.
Right.
I mean, now you can do and say whatever you want. And if you voice your opinion, if somebody don't like it, guess what? They're gonna hang you.
Yeah. They're gonna have to stand an opinion.
Yep, that's true, bro.
It's like, damn, they don't want people like us with the slick mouth.
No, they do not. And see, me, I've learned over the years to kind of tone it down because me, I was a straight go getter. Now, don't get it messed up. I will tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
But I know how to keep it PG when need be. I know how to compete. I know how to keep it professional when I need to. Mm-hmm. But if you get disrespectful and you show your true side, I'm gonna show my side, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna respect you from the door. As long as you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. I don't care what you believe in, who your God is, or whatever, what political side you on. As long as you respect me, I'm gonna support. I'm gonna ride or die for you.
Ride or die.
Yeah.
I was thinking about something. What was I gonna say, man? It was like. I'll get back to it, man. I was getting my brain freeze, man. But it's some real stuff. We talked about this earlier. I lost a train of thought.
Right.
But it's like we got to. You know what? I'm gonna say this. People, look. It's too many beta males nowadays. Beta males.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't these skinny jean wearing motherfuckers that you see when you were younger? That see now. They're a bunch of beta males. Them skinny jean wearing motherfuckers. I'm gonna say it like this.
Say it, spill it.
Tell the truth. You all see them skinny ass jeans, dude. They got this shit, the pants all the way down. Jeans all skinny, man. And they walking around. They're a bunch of punks. They're a bunch of pussies. And when I went to visit Chicago on the South Side, I remember South Side was hard. South Side was hard. GD's, Vice Lord, Stone, all that. You dig? And they're a bunch of pussies over there.
Yeah, man, it's the way of the world, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's not just Chicago, brother. It's all over. It's here in Dallas where I live. We both raised in Chicago. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this. It starts from a single parent home, man. You ain't got no father figure in your life. This is the results you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Most women, I'm not saying all, so if y'all listening or whatever, I'm saying some. They try to play the father role, and that's where they fail, And it's crazy, man, because I saw back and I was like doing research on like, okay, why is it like more black fathers are not in the home or in the household? Now, I'm not making any excuses for the ones that haven't been there for the kids because everything they got coming towards them, they deserve it. But at the end of the day, I look at the system for what it was. You know how they got this housing stuff set up. Well, it's funny how they got this housing stuff set up and they'll say, hey, okay, well, your kids aren't allowed to stay. Oh, by the way, you can't have no kind of male figure, living up under the roof or whatever. So right then and there, that's a strike. If you do, you're going to lose your housing privileges.
Yeah.
This is the way they set up the system, man, I'm not even just saying black, but white or anybody, man, for us to fail not to be in our children's life. I'm not trying to make this as a color issue. It's a world issue.
Yeah.
And it's sad, man. It
is mostly in the black community, though. It is mostly in the black community.
It is, but at the end of the day, let's don't act like, we got whites out there that's in the same situation, bro. We got Hispanics that's in the same situation. Let's keep it 100, man. Let's not just put ourselves in a corner like it's all about us because it affects everybody. Not only do we not have whites on food stamps, we got blacks, Asians, Hispanics, or whatever it is, Everybody's situation different, bro.
It is.
Everybody ain't living the dream like you think so.
Right. It ain't what it looks like, man. It ain't what it looks like.
True.
It's like, man, every day is a hustle, man. Every day is a hustle. It's a hustle every day, and
it is.
And we got, and we got to and I encourage everybody, we got to be that reach one, teach one. Each one teach one. We got to teach one, at least one.
Yeah.
You take that one person out your wing, like, look, you taking your daughter under your wing. I see how you love your baby girl, man. And that's inspiring right there. We need more fathers like that. Look like the same way I love my kids. You see me how my baby girl Ashley. We even if not just our kids, even younger people that look up to us, and we got to let them know what morals is, what the principle is.
Yep. Gotta let them know. But see, here's the thing: a hard head makes us all fast because let's keep it 100.
Okay.
We had people telling us the same thing when we was coming up. Did we listen? Keep it 100. We
Nope.
didn't. We didn't. You know, it was like, man, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Basically, you know, I'm hard headed. You can't tell me what to do. You know, and this is what they said: a hard head makes us all fast. So, if I can go back and like redo certain things over, I would, bro. Like the way I think now, man, my mind is on a whole different level, Mo.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I'm starting to look into like, you know, looking at my money grow, like investing into stocks and stuff like that, man. Learning it. I've been reading up on a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to set it up to where my kids will live off of my success when I'm dead and gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we wasn't taught this stuff. We wasn't taught nothing about credit. We wasn't taught anything about investing into stocks or whatever, making your money grow or anything, man. We was never taught that. But now that I've learned the game, I'm gonna pass it down to my daughter and my son and everything else. And you should do the same, man. Like make our money grow, bro.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day.
Real shit, my nigga. And that's real shit, man. You know, and that's being, we gotta be business minded too. You know, we gotta learn. Like, come on now, if we could rewind our time to 20 years old, you know how much, look, I would have never blew them credit cards that I had. I blew them credit cards like a mo, treating everybody like a motherfucker, right? Just treating everybody. Now, here you go, I'll buy you an outfit just doing it, thinking the money was free.
Man, I was on some, you know what? I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna come up off of what you give me, and I'm not paying y'all back. You know, that's how I was thinking. You know, I mean, that's just how I was thinking. You know, when it came to stuff like that. But now that I look at it, it's like, man, you kind of screwed yourself up. You know, thinking like that. You know, and I can only blame myself for being that way. But back then, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. I'm like, shit, fuck that. Hey, put that shit on my credit. And my, you know, I used to use this saying, like, well, I used to hear my mother and my parents used to say this: as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. That was my saying, man. But now that I look at life in a whole different light, man, it's like, you know what? You can't be thinking like that, man. You got a little shorter you need to lead to, you know, look after, you know, so it is what it is, bro.
It is what it is, because that's what it is.
And it's the truth. At the end of the day, people don't want to face the truth. They can make excuses for any and whatever. Like back to, you know, this political stuff, man. It's like I sit here and I look at this TV, man, and I was like, I don't understand why the left and right don't get this. They don't understand that these people in Washington don't care about us, man. They causing a whole bunch of confusions and everything. It's like you letting them think for yourself, man. Learn to think for yourself. Do your own research. Like, do you honestly think those people in Washington care about what we got going on with our lifeless, like our life situation?
Speak on it, bro.
No, they don't care. Left and right don't care. We just talked about this before we went live.
Yeah.
They only care about it when it's time to vote. At the end of the day, we all need to come together as Americans and create our own political party, man.
The Republicans don't give a fuck if you Trump supporters hear this. The Republicans don't give a fuck either.
No, they don't. And the Democrats don't.
You can unsubscribe me.
Hey, the Democrats don't give a fuck either. At the end of the day, both of them are crooked. And I feel like if you live for one party, man, that's your own self-hate.
Yep.
You know me, I don't hate no man or woman for what color you are. Yeah. But if you let somebody tell you what they think is best for you, to me, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why half of these people are programmed.
You see, Taylor, man, you know, you say I live off the principles because I don't support abortion. I'm living off the principles. You know, some people do it just for the party. Right.
I don't support abortion either, man. I think if you man or woman enough to lay down and have a child with somebody, you should be a man or woman to take care of it. Period.
Yep.
You know,
you have Christian values. You have Christian values, though. You know.
Yes.
And that's what's up. You know, and that's what's about values. It's about Christian values. It's not about a party.
Right. You know, being responsible, making adult decisions, doing what's right. You know. But it's man, look. If you want me to give it to you raw, I'm gonna give it to you raw. Right now, I'm keeping it PG. You don't know who's listening. I don't know if I got kids listening or whatever. So I'm not gonna be who I should be. I'm gonna make sure that everybody that's listening respect and feel what I'm saying. I don't hate no man or woman for what you believe in, but I feel like we should all think for ourselves and do our own research versus letting this idiot box program our minds. Like I keep telling people, man, people don't know what the media stands for. Do you know what media stands for? I told you this before. You know what it stands for?
Bring it.
Most effective devil in America.
Say it again. Say it again. I want people to get to that greasy head.
Media stands for most effective devil in America. There you have it.
There you have it. There you have it. Hey, I got the video. Whenever you want to like narrate it, I can screen share it and make it and highlight it.
Okay, cool.
Just let me know when you're ready for it. You know, I'll let you rant.
Yeah. I mean, whatever I'm saying, man, I want you to put it out there and let them know what it is, bro. I mean, you ask me, I'm gonna give it to you raw. Raw. I'm gonna give it to you raw. Like what's the name? Put that CD out back in the '90s. Soulja Slim. That was the name of his title. Give it to him raw. I'm gonna give it to you raw. I mean, again, you know, I respect anybody that respect me. I don't care if you believe in the rainbow. I don't care if you think the rainbow is your Jesus. I'm be like, okay, that's what's up. You know, I'm not
gonna Robbie G in the house, man. Your boy Robbie G in the chat room, Taylor Made. You know Robbie G.
Who?
Robbie, you know Robbie, the Bear fan. You know, he's in the chat room.
Yeah. I know.
I wish he could come on the panel because he talks shit too. He be triggering.
Let him come on. That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. I'm like, man. I said, let me get your crazy ass on here, man. I like to trigger people. So I'm controversial. I had put Shakira. She's a pro-black lady, and I put on my panel like 3 weeks ago. But it was crazy. So she was telling me that's how she speaks. She believes in segregation. I'm against it, but she believes in it. I let her talk to speak her mind.
You know what? You know, with me, this is the way I see life. You know, love ain't got no color to it, man. At the end of the day, you have the right to date and love whoever the hell you want to date. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be pro-black and at the same time be a fucking hypocrite because my son's mother is black, but her mother is white and her father is black. So I'm not going to play that role. You know, I don't believe in that. I'm not going to do that. That's to me, that's being fake. That's being a fake ass motherfucker. Yeah. You know, I mean, now, if you feel like people should mix, you know, with races or whatever, that's your business. I respect that. Yeah. But one thing you're not going to do is be disrespectful.
Right.
You know, that's
what I see. Yeah, you know, I'll be real what I be saying. I be making it publicly known and say I don't date black women.
And you want to know what? That's your God-given right, my dude. Right. I'm going to be real with you. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna go on the other hand and say, shit, I love my black women. You know what I'm saying? I do. You know, I love my black women. But at the same time, I'm very open-minded. I date anybody that, you know, I've not only dated black women, but I've dated Hispanics, I've dated whites. I've done it all. But at the end of the day, what I would prefer is my black woman. That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, love has no color, you know? And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. That's just what it is. True. I would date anybody that got some sense.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real. That's real shit, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm going to date anybody with some sense. I'm not stupid. And I don't have a prejudice bone. I don't have a prejudice bone in my body until you bring that shit to me. I'm be like, okay, all right, that's how you feel. But other than that, man,
you piss me off, I'm gonna call you a nigga. If you white, piss me off, I'm gonna call you a cracker.
Hey, ain't no in between. Yeah, ain't no in between.
If you're Mexican, I'm gonna call you white. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it to all of y'all. I will give y'all all.
That's just what it is.
if you gay and you piss me off, I'm gonna call you you piss me off.
You can't say that on Facebook.
Oh,
you get blocked.
They don't flag over here.
And I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I learned to kind of like watch what I say, especially when same sex or whatever. You know, somebody kind of like taught me that like be careful with what you say, man, because you don't know who around you, don't know what people represent. Yeah. So I kind of watch my mouth and my tongue because you don't know what people, brothers or sisters, who's doing what or whatever. And I just say, hey, whatever floats your boat, as long as you don't bring that towards me, we good. That's just what it is. But if you piss me off and if you disrespectful with me, I'm gonna let your ass have it.
Yep, let them have it.
So that's what's up, bro. Anybody out there, y'all hear us? Y'all scared to talk? Y'all scared to type in? What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening, y'all?
Yeah.
That's some real stuff. I'm trying to send somebody the link to the inbox. Okay. I want this stuff to get cracking tonight.
Hey, let's get cracking, bro.
Yeah, because everybody know Mauricio is petty as fuck, nigga.
Hey, but you know what? I'm the king of fucking petty. They call me Petty Pendergrass. You already know that shit. You know what I mean?
They took it off Facebook. They like that name, Petty Pendergrass.
Yeah, but you know what? Who was the first one that came up with that? Now you see other people with their names now.
You the original Petty Pendergrass.
Yeah, man. Hey, check this here. They made me change my shit. They was like, okay, we need to see your license and see who you really are. I had to send my shit into them so they could see who the hell I was. Now I see other guys with the name Petty Pendergrass. I'm like, why in the hell are y'all not messing with them? But I changed my name to TaylorMade. They haven't bothered me yet, but it's cool. But it's all good.
I mean, you tone that down. You went to TaylorMade from Petty Pendergrass to Petty. Yeah. Pendergrass. That was what I love. Petty shit every day.
Man, hey Mo, check this. I tell people all the time. I say, y'all really don't know how many times I spent in fucking Facebook jail back then. Like I would put it this way: within the last year or so, maybe 2 years, 2 years tops. Other than that, on my birthday, I have always been in Facebook jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have. I stayed in Facebook jail. Every time I look, I'm like, hey Mo, I'm locked up, bro. People be like, what's going on? I create another page. I got about 10 Facebook pages, man. They don't know about it. I creep in on your ass and you wouldn't even know what the hell going on.
Hey, I got one Facebook page and I got like 5 troll accounts.
You do?
5 trolls that only a few people know about. It's fucking watch people that troll me.
You want to know what? I'm sure I got some trolls on my page, but I'm going to tell you something. I let people know who I am. They're going to know, TaylorMade, that's anything with Taylor on it, LT or whatever, you're going to know who the hell I am. So I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. My point is Facebook going to figure who the hell I am, and they haven't yet, so it is what it is. And I haven't been been undercover unless, you fucking block me, then I'm going to be a petty motherfucker and go to my next Facebook page and pull up your damn name, be like, bitch, hey, I'm going to block your ass. We can have a block party in this motherfucker. That's what I do. That's some petty shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You block me on my main page, I'm going to chase your dog ass down, pull up your name, talk shit, and then I'm gonna block you. We can have a block party in this bitch. What's up?
They're not real trolls. Look, we the troll of trolls on the asses.
Man, hey, preach. You better preach it. They don't know how petty we can get, bro. I'm being real. The harder you go. I used to take, and I know this is not right. People might be listening like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose respect for this guy when he say this, but I'm so petty. I would take pictures of your kids and crop them. That's how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that no more because I don't want nobody doing that to my daughter. I'd be ready to bust somebody's head wide open.
They'll take you there.
Yeah, they will.
Hey, I did one time. This one Lions fan, he was talking shit. He called my sister a whore and all that. He kept talking shit, trying to trigger me in a sports group. And so I looked at his face. I trolled his Facebook page. He said, "Rest in peace, Pops. I miss you. You was a military man." So I went on this other thing. I said this. Oh, I see your pops killed himself because you're ugly. and then he was like this. You don't. I can't believe you're attacking. I ain't gonna lie. I went over there. I ain't gonna lie. I felt bad like about 10 minutes. I apologized to the dude. I said, "You know what? I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't even said that, man." And then he said, "You know what? We both had some harsh thing, man. Let's squash it." So we done Facebook friends after that.
Hey, let me tell you this. I would say about a month ago, right? You know me. You never know. I've never chosen sides when it comes to Democrats or Republicans. You know, I don't believe in that. You know, so I was on my page and I had made a love quote with, you know, talking about, you know, love, but it just had a picture of Michelle Obama and Obama, you know, just hugged up and things like that. So I had this one guy come onto my page and he was being disrespectful, talking down. And I was like, nigga, do you not know who the fuck you fucking with? So the first thing I do, I go to his page and I get his fucking pictures. And I posted it on my social media page and I roasted his ass. I roasted him. So at the end of the day, what he do, he blocked me. So I was like, okay, you don't know who the fuck you fucking with. So I go to my other page, I log into my other Facebook account, and I go in and I was like, say, bitch, I'm still gonna roast your punk ass just like this and that. Fucking everything I said, fuck you and everything you believe in. I said, you done fucked with the wrong one. You done fucked up. I'm gonna let the world know you's a bitch. Straight like that. And he was like, what? Oh my God. I was like, yeah, you done fucked up. But after that, I left him alone. I was like, you know, and I'm not going to entertain it. But think before you talk shit, because I will clown your ass. I would program that shit in my head, remember your first and last name, and I will sleep on you.
That's why they call you Petty Pendergrass.
Man, they better know it. You know, hey, look, I can be cool with you. Hey, you can hate the hell out of Obama. And, you know, as long as you respect me, we're good, man. You know, respect me. You know, it is what it is.
Hey, it was funny when I first started doing YouTube live videos. You know, a lot of people don't have open panels; they're just like be professional and get big names. People with guests on their channels and stuff. And so I got to a point I stopped going to big names. And then what I was doing, like, who in the chat room showed you got something to say? I put the open link. I said, get your ass up and get cussed out, motherfucker. And so I would put anybody on the panel. It's like an open call in, but it's open video in. Everybody cussing everybody out.
Man, you know what? I would love that. Like, you know what? Last week I think you had your girl on there. I think you had Hope on. You had a couple people, man. I was in there listening to y'all talk and stuff like that.
You fat man, she was good.
You know what? I was listening, but at that time I think I had to be to work at 5 in the morning. I was like, man, I'm gonna take my ass to bed. But I was listening to y'all talk. It was 4 of y'all, I think, that was on there or whatever. Y'all were talking. Like, I don't know if y'all hear this shit, but don't be chicken shit. Come in and chime in and join. Talk. See how you feel. You know, whatever. I don't bite. Yeah. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Don't be scared, as they say.
Scared.
Nope. You know, we could talk about anything, man. We could talk. What do you think about them sorry ass Chicago Bears, man? They didn't piss me off.
I'm done with these Bears, man. I ain't done with the Bears, but I'm just done. I got my hopes up high. I ain't doing it no more. I think Trubisky needs. My problem is what's his name?
Matt Nagy.
Nagy. See, I got the brain freak. Nagy. He should have moved the ball more with Trubisky like he did last year. He didn't do that.
No, he should have moved the ball more like he did against the Cowboys. Him using his strengths, running the ball with his legs, escaping, getting out of the pocket.
That's what they did all last year.
Yeah. And you know Trubisky threw his ass under the bus, right? In that last interview. He threw him under the bus. But it is what it is, though, man. It's like, don't get me wrong. Like, somebody asked a question, who would you rather have with this defense? Would you rather have Jay Cutler or Mitchell Trubisky? Who would you rather have? Trubisky?
I wouldn't have minded Jay Cutler in an offense if he disciplined Jay Cutler and made him throw because he can throw. So maybe he would have been worked right with Nagy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say color. I'm gonna say color, and the reason being.
Hey, rapper from Chicago said, his name rapper. He said Trubisky is not the problem; it's the coaching problem. Okay, I feel you. So you took color. You took color.
I would take color due to the simple fact because of his throwing arm. I mean, we all know they both throw interceptions, but think about this: with that defense and him being able to throw the ball with any and whatever, yeah, I, I, I have to. You know what? Now that I think about it, bro, fuck it. Rex Grossman, I go with him. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
He got. Hey, did he not get us to the Super Bowl?
Yes,
you know.
Yes, he did.
So I mean, if they can't, they haven't done that, then I can't even speak on your name. I'm sorry. How about that? I'm just gonna be fair. But I love Mitchell Trubisky. I do. He's the quarterback. I'm not gonna, even though he pissed me off, color pissed me off, but I'm gonna ride or die until the wheels fall off.
Ride until the wheels fall off.
But I'm gonna ask you this, bro. At the end of the day, man, like, what do you think about this? And I mean, trust me.
Yeah.
Donald Trump being impeached, I think it's a waste of fucking time.
Thank you.
Because the Senate.
This comes from a non-Trump.
I think it's a waste of fucking time because the Senate is not gonna pass this shit. Yeah. It's a waste of taxpayer fucking money and everything else. It's just you wasting our money. Even if you form or you're not, but it's the waste of fucking time.
Yes.
At the end of the day. It's a big mess.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it.
Even my son told me yesterday, and he's a pure liberal. He told me yesterday. He said that he's upset the way the liberals are. He's upset. He said he's not worthy to be. My son told me that, and he's liberal, and he's college guy. He told me that same thing. So it's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
What's good?
That's what it is.
What's good, Hope?
Hey, what's up? What's happening? What's up with you?
Not much. Just just tuning in and shit.
Right on. Hey, if you smoke one for me. If you drink one for me, because I'm drinking.
I'm drinking too. I'm drinking some mimosa.
I'm drinking some vodka and some apple juice. Mango vodka and apple juice. That's what I'm
drinking. That sounds good. I'm a vodka.
Mine is champagne and orange juice.
Oh, the mimosas. I do that shit for breakfast. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm tossing it up like Tupac say in this video. Toss it up. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Yes.
But
believe that shit.
But to elaborate what y'all said, you got these dummies. I said people need to go back to school. You learn about how the government works, period, in school.
Yep. That's true. I mean, the way I was taught, I was always taught to think for my fucking self. Do your own fucking research. Don't have nobody speaking for you and think for you. Because the moment you do that, you're gonna fail. Yeah. So I've always been that, and I've always respected and believed in how people thought. I don't care what your stance is and whatever you believe in. I don't care if you believe in a fucking ice cream man as your Lord and Savior. I'm gonna respect you until you get out of line and disrespect me.
There you go. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the rest of the world should think like us. Like I was just talking to Mo about this shit. I was like, you know what? And this is my stance. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but I don't give a fuck about the left or right. Because if they gave a fuck about us, they would be in our fucking homes, sitting in our apartments, asking us, what the fuck can we do for you to make your situation better? You only hear from these motherfuckers when it comes around during election time. But other than that, you don't see not one motherfucker in your hood, in your neighborhood talking about nothing. Period.
Now, as me, somebody that's actually a part of the committee, that's what we're trying to change. And believe it or not, the Democrats be on clock. Well, out here in Arizona, I'm just going to speak on Arizona. The Democrats out here be on clockwork out here, and it's like way before election time when they be working. They work double time, and us as Republicans, we said, look, we got to make some changes. Like when Democrats give events and shit, they got clipboards and tables set up at their events. I said we got to do better, and so that's what we're working on now. We're working on having tables and clipboards and stuff set up too when we have events, and much more than just going knock on people's doors, but we doing like little cookouts and different types of stuff for the community. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna have tables just like the Democrats do, set up and play with words too, because Democrats play with words, right? Like for prime example, I'm gonna use this for a prime example. Instead of calling it for what it is, abortions, right? To cover it up, they pro-choice.
They call it women's reproductive rights.
Yeah, and then they say
which is absolutely bogus because it's nothing. It's anti-reproduction.
Exactly, but but they call it pro-choice. They say pro-choice. They don't say them words. They say pro-choice, which means they're playing with words instead of calling it for what it is. You get what I'm saying? Instead of saying, okay, you're right to abort your babies, pro-choice. Let's cover it up and say it's pro-choice. It's the right thing to do if you want to do it. If it's pro-choice, if my body, as they put it, my body, I can do it. It's my choice. Okay, then why is it legal to abort another human being, an unborn baby? So they're trying to say an unborn baby is not human. Yes, they are. They have a heartbeat. They move. They got bones just like we do. But for people to try to dress it up and say it's not murder, it's crazy. But
the irony is,
they legalize that. Can I finish? They legalize that, but then they lock women up for prostitution. I should be able to fucking 50 men if I want to. If it's my pro-choice in my body, why the hell can I do that? But you okay with me murdering another human being? You see how that works?
Yeah, I feel you.
It should be pro-choice all across the board, right? If you're saying
everybody,
my body is my choice, why are you crucifying me? Because I want to do what I want to do.
You want to know what? It's all about control, and control comes on both. But hear me out on this. And this is on some real nigga shit, and I'm being real because I don't sugarcoat nothing. It's on both sides. It's all about control. It's all about control at the end of the day. Regardless of how you see it, it's all about control. And this is what I was telling Mo at the end of the day. I said, man, we need to fucking leave their asses behind because Washington is going to be Washington. We need to create our own fucking political party and learn to think for our fucking selves and overthrow the government and they fucking bullshit. That's what we need to do. White, black, Asian, Hispanics, whatever. We all need to fucking come together and create our own fucking political party, man, and throw these motherfuckers up under the bus because they full of shit. That's the way I see it. That's just my opinion, how I see life. I'm not going to have nobody in Washington, D.C. thinking they know what's fucking best for me because these motherfuckers don't sleep not one night in my fucking crib. And that's being real.
Real talk. Yeah. And me personally, I do it. I mean, I'm going to take care of mine regardless. So, no matter who in the office.
Exactly, and that's my point.
I work for mine.
Hey, Hope, think about this now. Now, one fucking president has affected your way of living.
Hell no. Not mine.
Exactly. Let me
tell you something. It's about choices, baby. It's about choices. People need to make better choices in life and stop blaming every fucking body for their downfalls.
Exactly. Blame your fucking self for your own mistakes.
Didn't no fucking body tell you listen to that shit. I did.
Yep.
I figured it out when I was in my 20s.
Yep. Exactly. Learn to think for your fucking self. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Do your own fucking research. And I feel like if everybody get on the same page, man, we will all be better off, man. Because I was just telling Mo this. I said a lot of people got this shit fucked up. Like everybody got their sides. They want to listen to Fox News. They want to listen to CNN. Everybody got their own platform that they go to and listen to and get whatever they need to get. But a lot of people don't know, man. The media ain't shit. And I was just telling Mo, I said, do you know what media?
That's what I said. Come with thick skin only.
They
Fuck
get
all
paid
this.
to lie. And that's what I keep
Exactly.
telling people. They get paid to lie. They get paid to fuck people's lives up.
And you're right. But did you hear me earlier when I said, do you know what media stands for? You know what media stands for?
I wasn't on all the way early. I just, only got bits to y'all conversation.
Okay. Media stands for most effective devil in America.
Shit,
y'all better hear me.
I already know what the fuck they're about.
Mm-hmm.
How many times
Y'all better hear me.
Mo?
Yeah, you said we've been talking about this for a couple of years. We've been talking about this. This ain't nothing new.
Ain't nothing new.
We tell them before. Yeah.
That's why, I'm speaking as an activist because I'm out there, and it's best to. That's why I say if you're gonna be an activist and you go out here and you're gonna be about that life, you may make sure your camera is on at standby at all times. Because if you relying on the news to pick up shit, they know how to edit and cut it. I watch how they edit. I was on the news this past Tuesday. And I mean they didn't put no bad, they didn't make me sound like I was bad or nothing, but I seen how they was able to cut some of my statement out and and highlight certain parts of the statement. And it was
right.
It was in a good way though. It wasn't in a bad way. It was in a good way. But it's the point I'm making is you can't rely on social media, the news, and the journalists and them to be honest about anything that you tell them. You can't. That's why while you doing the interview with them, you make sure one of your fellow partners, somebody is right there filming the same fucking thing, because they can twist your words and make it sound like something totally different than what the hell you actually said.
Right. That's true. I mean,
hey, Robbie, you want to come up, Robbie? I'll send you the link. Hold on, let me say Robbie the link. Let me get up here and talk.
Hey, man. I want to hear what you guys say, man. I want to hear what he got to say at the bottom, man, because I know we've been talking me more.
Oh,
I want everybody to get a fair trade.
I got a horrible cold. Shit.
Likewise, it's like the Bill Walton over here, the Skip Bayless. Come on.
Come on. Speak your mind, man.
What I was trying to say when Hope was speaking earlier was the irony about pro-choice being actually pro-murder is that if a pregnant woman is shot and legitimately murdered, it's considered a double homicide.
Right.
But if she goes down to the clinic and have them handle it around 8 months or so, apparently it's women's empowerment, and it's
which is bullshit.
Absolutely disgusting.
Right.
So I was just trying to add to it. I wasn't trying to take your voice away, Hope.
Nah, man. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Don't talk, man. Speak.
I gotta go refill. So
I usually just hop in with whatever's going on.
Yeah, we just hop in. It's an open panel,
But you're right about Republicans and Dems. It's all being pointed at. For the longest time, it was all one party.
Yeah, we just hop in. It's an open panel.
Yeah.
So you're right about Republicans. I don't think this guy knows he's on.
Hey, I guess I got some noise going on in the background. I can't hear what you're saying.
Is the guy down?
You got feedback. I cut your mic off.
So you're right about the Republicans and Democrats. They both have been prone to not caring a whole lot. I think there are those members on both sides that do care, but after so many decades of that swamp just getting polluted, it became full of people just wanting to hold on to their jobs. Is where you got your Pelosi, your Nadler, and right now, what Trump did is Trump essentially created the Trump Party, and you see all the you see the Republicans, you see all the swamp preachers in the Republican side they are just retiring with dignity because they realize what's going on. And then you see all the Democrats just going down like the Hindenburg because they can't figure out that they're done.
Yep. So at the end of the day, we all Americans are just fucked. At the end of the day,
We
if you
were
really
until
want the
Trump came
truth.
around.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were, most of us were just sleepers. Just sleepers. You know what? When I looked at, I remember the earliest, probably the earliest election that I was old enough to vote for. What was it? Bush versus Kerry. The first time Bush Jr. ran. I remember watching Bush and Kerry run against each other, and I was thinking, is it truly possible to search the country and find two bigger retards to debate each other? I was never happy with Bush. Then
you know what? I'm gonna be real
like
with you.
I'm guilty as charged because Bush Jr. was my first vote.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I did
Just like you spoke on. Yeah. Just like you spoke on George Bush, I'm gonna be real with you. Somebody asked me this question. They said, "Who would you rather have in the White House right now, George Bush or Trump?" And I said, "George fucking Bush." I said, "I don't give a fuck what nobody say." I said, "But see me, I look at shit differently. Like he had a fucking sense of humor, and I'm big on sense of humor. Like laughter is good for the fucking soul. Like, and he was funny to me. Yeah, he might have did some shit that I ain't agree with, but I ain't agree with some shit that Clinton did, or Obama, or Trump. But at the end of the day, I like somebody to have a sense of humor, and George Bush was everything. He was all that.
Which
to me,
one, Senior or Junior?
Huh?
Senior or Junior?
I'm talking about Junior.
Yeah, that's who I like. I like Junior too. But I told you I voted for him, and he was my first vote. I did like Junior, and he had some balls too. People don't think he did, but he had just as much balls as Trump did. Dude, he had balls.
Yep. Yeah,
and
he did. But
all it boiled down to with the whole beef with the Middle East is all over fucking oil.
You know what? You know what I see? You right, but I'm gonna tell you something. It goes deeper than that. They try to kill his daddy.
Yeah, I know that part. I'm telling you, it's all over oil though. It still stems back to oil.
Everything's always going to be about resources. It's always going to be about resources. Resources.
It's over oil though. The whole beef.
That's what I'm agreeing with you.
On the Jump Street is over oil.
I'm agreeing with you when I say resources.
Right. Yeah.
Energy is the new dominant resource. I don't fully understand how gold is still a standard that people want to adhere to, and when it comes down to energy is what keeps things going. And that's why, with as much as Obama preached against climate change,
fuck Obama, because he the one, he crippled us. He the only one that didn't have balls. I'm sorry. He ain't nowhere in the world.
He killed you softly.
Ain't nowhere in the world a sitting president of the United States should be going to all these fucking countries bowing down to these fucking leaders and shit.
And apologizing for being American.
Hey, Hope, but I'm gonna tell you something though. I feel what you're saying, but listen to this though. You want to talk about how Obama went down and bowed down and shit? I feel you on that shit. But what's up with Trump and Russia and shit? Did he not do the same shit? Keep it 100.
You ain't see him bow down to no motherfucking Putin. He sat next to him. He ain't bowed down to him. But Obama was going around bowing down, shaking hand, and apologizing. What the fuck is that?
You want to know what? You want to know what? At the end of the day, it's deeper than what we think it is. You got your opinion, and I got mine. I fucking think Trump throwed us out. Hey, but check it though. It's all a respect thing over here. I'm gonna respect what you say, and you should respect how I feel. But I think Trump fucking sold us out.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? What did I do?
No,
how is
I just told you. I think he sold us out.
How?
Who sold us out? Trump?
I think for what he did and shit, I think he fucking went over there and kissed Putin's ass and sold us out.
That's bullshit.
How so? How is Putin ahead now?
At the end of the day, we are grown fucking people here. That's my fucking opinion. And I said what I
it's one
said.
motherfucking opinion
But check
too.
it out. But check it out. Check it out. Check it
It's
out.
one
Because you just
motherfucking
like me.
opinion
But
too.
you just like me though. You just like me though. You like to get your point across, and I like to get my point across.
Okay,
So feel me on this shit. But feel me
I
on
just like
this
to get a
though.
word
But
in
feel me on this
edgewise.
though. But feel me on this. But feel me on this though. Feel me on this though. Feel me. Feel me.
I don't want to
Feel me
feel
though.
you. That's
Feel me
gay.
on this though. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying.
Right, let me
Hear what I'm
respect you, and
saying.
I'll come at
Let
you
me get my point across. Let me get my point across. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is this: it's my opinion, and it's cool.
Okay, it's your opinion.
It's,
I got a right to my fucking opinion too.
yeah, you do. You do.
All
You got a right to your
let's
fucking
go.
opinion.
Let's
Check
go
it.
then.
Check it. You got a
Let's
right to
go
your fucking
then.
opinion too. You got a right to your fucking opinion too. So we're gonna leave it at that.
All
Respect it and
right,
check
now,
it.
moving on. Next
Hope-
chapter.
Let's
Next
do that.
time, moving on up. This is lit tonight. Everybody sharing it. This is lit tonight. This is thick skin only. This is what we do here.
Oh, Hope, you are the sunlight in my life.
This is lit tonight. You know, everybody. We look. I know about the screaming matches. I have screaming matches every day. We all. This is.
Hey Mo, just like her, I listen to it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Little do you know, I've been on the outside looking in, and there's been plenty of times I heard Hope talk, and I was like, man, she don't fucking play. She gonna get whatever she want off her fucking chest, and she gonna say what the fuck she wanna say. And you wanna know what? I'm the same fucking way, nigga. And you know me.
Right.
I don't bullshit. And I know she don't. I've been paying attention. I've been in the cut listening for years since you've been on this platform. And I know for one, if it's anybody that don't fucking play and that's gonna get a point across, it's her.
Oh yeah.
And I can respect that. I'm gonna respect somebody that do that. But at the same time, I want you to give me the same respect too. Cause I'm just as ignorant.
So how has Trump sold this out to Putin? It's a different.
I know
what?
Food, man.
What?
No,
didn't we say we was moving on from that though?
Oh, fine.
Didn't we say we was moving on from that?
I guess.
Oh yeah, you know what? We is moving on for that. Okay,
what we moving on to though? What we moving on to?
We're moving on to everything.
Hey, you know what? If anything, I'm the one that includes you into this conversation because you was just quiet. I'm like, man, let that man speak. Get it off your chest.
Yes, I was
being
now silenced by Hope. I was hopeless. I sometimes people view me as coming off as timid, but sometimes we're so interested in getting our own point across that we have a hard time at receiving somebody else's point. So I find that many times when I'm trying to have a conversation with someone, especially with someone they're feeling really passionate, they just have a lot they want to get off, I'll just sit there and I'll just receive it. And when they're done, they're resting, they're ready to receive something back. I don't throw anything back at them. I ask them a little deeper about what they just told me.
Hold on, we got just another channel on here. Hold on, we got just another channel. He was interview. He actually was on the Alex Jones show, and he yelled at Biden. It got thrown out, and he yelled. He yelled at somebody. He be trolling these rallies. He all on Alex. This is the new celebrity right here, man. You want to
Biden?
I'll put the link on if you want to pop up for the channel.
Yelling at Biden. What do you yell at Biden?
He was up in there in Texas. He was actually in I forgot, somewhere in Texas.
Did Biden remember what year it was?
Now he yelled, he got thrown out. And they had him all on Alex Jones. He's all
Biden's like, come here, corn pop, I'll get you right now.
You know, he be coming to these rallies trolling. You know. But you know what? As me being like a host, I have started off like now I gotta like kind of moderate up here. So I can't be like I just want to just yell at everybody. I'm like, okay, I gotta kind of moderate up here.
You moderate when you're here. A lot of times you're out like getting some food or paying the water bill.
We say how?
I see we got trolls.
Who the troll?
Who's trolling?
You want to come up, troll?
Where the fucking troll at?
Who?
I'm trying to get in here.
Nameth thy troll.
Yeah, okay, come up.
What I want to know is how the fuck can you see a troll? Because I don't see shit but y'all.
I'm looking on my tablet. I'm looking on my tablet at the comments.
Oh, okay. Because I know my black ass can't see shit.
Oh shit! My bag. I thought I saw a troll. Sorry.
Watching the wrong channel.
I'll be like, trolls can come up. I'll put the link for the trolls.
You know, I'm a fucking king of trolls. So if they want to troll, I would troll their motherfucking ass. Just tell me who they are.
Hey, hold this my guy. I know
So
about
did y'all enjoy my show? Did y'all enjoy my protest?
Yeah, you was wild. You be going ham on the motherfuckers. Like, goddamn. You be like, you racist bitch and all. I'm like, what the fuck you call them racist bitch?
Hey, but she gonna have to turn me on to that shit though, because I don't know.
Yo,
She gonna come at me. She gonna come up to me talking about how much you getting paid.
for what?
Right, because I had on my Trump shirt and my flag, right? How much are you getting paid? I said, how much you getting paid? I just asked a question. And I asked her, why you asked me that? Why? Because I'm black, bitch.
They swear we getting paid. We're not funny about it.
Yo, what is your channel?
You fucking racist cunt.
Hope, what's your channel?
It was on live. Mo covered it.
Yeah, I covered it. It's a live video I uploaded.
Okay, I'll have to go find that then.
Yeah, check it. She
Hey Mo, I don't see a lot of your shit because your motherfucking ass always in Facebook jail being locked up. God damn, nigga, stay out of trouble.
Dude, I don't be on Facebook. I'm on YouTube a lot. Like I'm on here.
YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, all right.
YouTube is all
on my channel, you'll catch my videos. I don't be on Facebook.
Okay.
YouTube is afraid of black people with their own brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, they had a fit. It was me. It was like 3 of us down there. For us black Trump supporters.
Where was this?
It was they had an impeach rally down in Phoenix.
Damn, I wish I could have seen that.
And of course, you know us as Trump supporters, we got a wind of it, and we went down there.
All the way down to Phoenix?
I live in Arizona. Yeah, we went down there.
Okay.
Yeah, we went. All of us. A lot of us came out. We said, "Shit, the fuck y'all thought this was?" We let them know that Trump got supporters too. I made the news and everything. Mo, did you get the link?
What it's on your page?
Hold up, yeah, go on my page.
Let me go right here. Hold on. Y'all keep talking. I'm going over
there. Everybody can see the clipping with me on the news.
I'd love to see that. Because I saw that the impeachment rallies just pop up out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't remember seeing this on the news boards. And it's just hilarious because most of them don't realize that Trump is still our president.
Right.
Okay, but if y'all was here before then, hey, let me chime in for a minute. If y'all was here before then, I heard a lot of people talking about, oh man, Trump's impeached. I said, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. I said, do you not realize that shit has to go through the fucking Senate and the Republicans run the fucking Senate? I don't take not one side. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I said, but you got to be one dumb motherfucker to think that he is going to get impeached. You are so fucking stupid.
Trump has been begging for it. Trump has been saying, yes, please impeach me. I want you to impeach me, please.
They've been doing that shit they were telling that shit on my job. I said, y'all do know it got to go through the Senate, right?
Dumb motherfuckers, man.
I said, no, he ain't. I said, he's still your president. I said, yeah, the House impeached him, but it still got to go through the senators.
Yeah. And you know what? This is gonna make Nancy Pelosi look like a fucking idiot.
You mean she doesn't already?
Before she poured.
No, when I say this with this impeachment shit, because I think when I think about her, I be like, damn, you must want to fuck this fool. Why are you always all up in his shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, God. I'm like, God damn, like, bitch, chill out. You know, I mean, let this man be who he is. America selected him to be the next president, just like they did Obama. Take your motherfucking losses and keep it motherfucking moving.
Keep going.
All
right.
You know, so I mean, I'm a realist at the end of the day.
That's it. All right.
That's it right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and show this.
Tonight here in the Valley, hundreds of protesters hit the streets calling for the removal of the president, while others came out to defend him.
That's me right there in the news. And I did an interview.
I see this.
People to rally around the country.
TNT's Mike Gonzalez spent the evening at the protest on the corner of 24th Street and Camelback, where emotions were running high on both sides.
Hey, good evening, guys. Yeah, this rally starting right around 5:30 this evening. The majority Hensel says tonight's protest was about the future of our country.
What's your beef with the president? He's a criminal and shouldn't have been in office in the first place.
How?
Anti-Trump protesters asking for the president's removal. The peaceful protest was loud, with chants, honking horns, and plenty of opinions from both sides. I found about 20 Trump supporters who were being protected by Phoenix police because they were so outnumbered.
Do you think Black Americans should support Republicans? They should. Do you think that Democrats use you guys as pawns in the game?
They've been doing it for 50+ years. Hope Cole says she's happy that Black Americans are working more than ever, and the president is the one finally in their corner.
I've been a Republican for 20+ years.
But Elliot Kemper, who graduated from ASU's School of Business today, says the economy isn't as strong as people believe, and the president needs to go.
Oh, we have someone who's accountable to the law. I've repeatedly asked these people why they should be impeached, and not one person can answer me.
As for John Hensel and Hope Coles, two people with different views of our country that certainly aren't going to change.
They all gotta go in order for this to be returned to some semblance of democracy.
And I never been on no Democrat or anything. I always work for mine.
In Phoenix, I'm Mike Gonzalez, 12 News.
All right, Mike. Well, developing tonight.
All right. There we go.
Awesome.
Now you see what I was saying? How they was able to clip some of my my statement out.
Yeah, that was smooth. I love your hair. Your hair stand out. I like your hair.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah, that's what's
representing.
up. I mean, you know the media. You know the media is full of shit. They like to edit shit, do whatever, man. Just give it to them, bro. That's the way I believe it. Give it to them, bro. Let them say what they say, and just
Well, I
it
think my
is what it is.
thing, I told them what the TI is, my opinion of it. Because, like I said, I've been a Republican for 20+ years. And like I said, my first vote was Bush Jr.
And you want to know what? I've been ignorant for the last 42 years, so forgive me. So
I forgive you. I forgive you.
And when I say this, I'm not talking about on political shit. I just don't play that shit. I don't play both sides. I'm gonna tell you what it is and how I feel. I don't support the Democrats. I don't report the Republicans, but I real respect your opinions on both sides until you talk shit until you disrespect me.
Yes.
I'm never gonna talk down to anybody for what they believe in. I would never do that. Period.
That's why I fuck
that.
That's what we're trying to get back to with these open conversations. People stopped having conversations.
Yeah.
You ever see that stupid shit on Facebook when someone drops some shit from CNN and says, "This is my opinion. If you don't like it, unfriend me." How intelligent is that? You can easily, if people actually took that shit seriously and that's how we communicated, you can go from 4,000 friends to 0 friends in a week. You're always going to find things that people disagree with.
Man, look, I'm not joking because I'm not trying to make fun of this, but I lose friends like a cancer patient losing weight on this motherfucker on Facebook because I always speak the truth. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of times I sit here and I'll look at the Republican side and I'll be like, well, they're not wrong about this. Let me educate y'all on some shit. One of my closest coworkers ever I'm a truck driver, okay? I done been into the business where I've routed freight and I ship freight. But one of my closest friends, he was a hardcore Republican. And anytime it ever came down to them doing layoffs, guess who he always went upstairs and bat for it? And it was me. I will always be the last one standing. And I always told him this. I said, man, if you ever in your life decide to get into politics, I will have your back 100%. And his name is Mark Kelman. And I'm gonna tell you something. He look at both sides. He don't always agree. I would say 75% of the time I'm gonna say 85% of the time he don't agree with what the Democrats say. But if the Republicans do some bullshit, he gonna call it as he see it. And I say, man, if you ever in your life decide to run, I will vote for you because he has a heart of gold. And I have respect for people like that.
Same here. I do the same thing.
That's why so many.
Huh?
Yep.
Don't I call it out? If I see it,
we call out fuckery. We call out fuckery.
I don't just ignore stuff just because I'm a Republican. And I'll tell you in a minute, just because I'm a Republican, I'm not conservative, because there's a difference between being a Republican and conservative. Because you got
Yep.
conservative Democrats too, and I know some conservative Democrats. My best friend
Yep.
is one of them. She's a conservative
Hmm.
Democrat. She doesn't believe in abortion. Well, she don't now. When we was younger, me and her used to have a debate. We used to get into it because of abortions, and it's a long story. And I got into it, and one of my friends, we did not speak for 2 years. For 2 years, because I got on her. I said, "You was woman." I said, "If you were woman enough to lay down and make it, you should have kept that baby." She turned around.
Hey Mo, did I not say that shit early?
Yeah.
She turned around. She turned around, got pregnant 2 months later after she got the abortion from the first one. So she ended up
Man.
losing that one. But what I was saying to her, and it pissed me off, because I said, "Why would you get that?" I said, "You was woman enough to lay down and do it. You knew the consequences behind it. What you going to get it for? You want me to support
Yep.
that? I'm not going to support you on that." So
You are
guys,
100% right.
I
I
kept
feel you on
on
that
seeing
shit.
my motherfucking kids. I kept on
Hey, I
seeing mine.
I feel you on that shit because I feel the same fucking way. If you woman enough or you a man enough to lay down and bring a child into this world, you should be a man and woman enough to take care of this little motherfucker. Period.
Now, I'm not willing to like. I really don't want to mess with girls that say they support abortion or have had an abortion, because for me that just seems like if you think in a very spiritual mindset. I'm not saying that everybody does, but if you think in a very spiritual mindset, that's some fucked up juju. And then
But
actually
you know
having to go through
what?
that. What's
But
that?
abortions, I don't know. They treat it like it's a birth control now. But back
Oh,
then, that used to be a scam. Before government covered abortions, it used to be a scam meal. Females used to scam the shit out of dudes. Lying, said they pregnant, and say, and they know the dude gonna say, "Well, shit, you gotta abort that." And they're like, "All right, well, give me the money. I ain't got the money."
women still do that.
Women used
Okay,
to
so
get
let me ask you this. What if
huh?
it's in a situation? Let me ask you this. What if it's a situation as a woman got raped by somebody? Then how would you view that?
It's no
Oh,
excuse anymore. It's no excuse anymore. Back then, yeah, because it wasn't a lot of resources. Now you got, when you go to the hot, when you know you've been raped, go to the, you get checked out, get checked out, and they have, and the rape kits, they have a morning after pills in them now.
Right.
So it's no excuse of using that anymore. It used to
I
be
just asked a question. I just want to get y'all
it used to
opinion
be
on that. That's
no,
all.
I'm of a similar mindset.
it
I
used to
don't.
be a legitimate excuse before all the stuff that's out here now. It used to be a legitimate excuse. It's not an excuse anymore.
Yeah, it's the
So
morning
let me
after
ask
pill.
you
I don't.
this: if somebody breaks into somebody's home with a husband not there, kids are away, and rape this woman and do what they do, how should it be handled from there?
Morning after pill.
Morning after pill.
The thing is, that's a
If you
that
want to
comes
be
down to
discreet
a
about
moral
it,
argument.
go ahead. If you want to
Say,
be discreet about it, all the hell you gotta do is go to the Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid in some states. All the pharmacy stores carry it on the counter. It's an over a counter pill. You gotta pay $50 for the motherfucker, but it's worth it.
But you know what? I didn't know this, so that's why I asked that question. So again, I'm not gonna be that closed-minded motherfucker. No, it shouldn't be
Right.
this way. This shouldn't be this way. I'm gonna listen to all sides, and I'm gonna think for my fucking self.
Right.
That's why I asked that question. And that's
Yeah.
one thing y'all gonna learn about me. I don't play no sides with this shit. You'll never hear me say this or that. Never that. But I'm gonna listen.
That's why I put your ass on here.
I got you. Yeah, but yeah, you can go to they sell it over the counter.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So thank
Yeah,
you for that info. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Well, some people call it breakfast.
Yeah. Let me tell you, some, when I dated, I wasn't trying no more I ain't trying no more kids either. And one friend decided he want to mess up, or like kick up that money. I need that. I need that $50. Just the fuck I do. I tell him I need $50.
Not $40, $50.
$50. That's how much some damn pills is. I said, I need $50. What? I said, cause motherfucker, you know what you did? I'm not gonna have no motherfucking kids. I got enough. So that's how that worked out.
Oh, where'd he go? Guess he lost some internet.
Oh, Taylor, man, he come back on. I'm gonna Facebook him again and send him a link again.
No, he probably got knocked off by mistake. He might be clicking back in right now.
Okay.
That happens sometimes with weirder internet. I've seen plenty of guys, for some reason, they constantly accidentally hit the leave studio button. I don't know how. I've never done that, but they constantly hit the leave studio button, and they're constantly coming back in saying, I don't know how I keep doing that. Oh.
Yeah, I just text him, so.
It's all good.
Hold on. I'm finna call him right now. He's calling me right now on video chat. I'm with the mic. You have to talk. I'll come on, mic off.
All right. Yeah, so it used to be an excuse. It used to be legitimate, but there's too much stuff out here now that can prevent the pregnancies.
And that comes down to a deeper moral argument. Me personally, ending a possible conception within 24 hours of conception, I'm not seeing a strong moral argument against that. However, some deep conservatives
he said he got
religious
kicked off. He said he
people,
coming on.
Like some people want to argue that a baby is when the heart start beating. A cell is not a baby. Sperm is a cell, not a baby.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Oh, you killing the baby. I said a cell is a sperm. A sperm is a cell.
Mm-hmm.
An atom.
It's only half the formula.
It's an atom, not a baby. Because it starts with the atom, the micromolecule. I said, do I gotta run down the whole fucking process before it become an organism? An organ?
You kind of do. You kind of do these days, because some of the conversations I've gotten from people about when is a baby, like some people like they do a comparison, like to really, like, it's annoying when men do this too, but they will compare an embryo to a bean, and they're like, see, this is the size of it. It's not a baby. Well, okay, well that's your definition of it.
It have a heartbeat, so it is a baby.
Yeah.
Now, if you talk about a sperm, which is what you could kill down before it turned into an organ. That's what I'm saying. A sperm is a cell. It's an atom, not a baby, not an organ. They hadn't even decided to become an organ yet. And that's a big difference. I said, now, if you start hearing a heartbeat, you fucked. It's too late. That's a human being now. It's a heartbeat.
Hey man, I got a question to ask y'all. Y'all think we should bring Jerry curls back from the 80s or what? What y'all think?
Jerry curls from back from where?
From the 80s, man.
I wear my curls sometimes.
Oh, the 80s.
Hey, sometimes you gotta add a little sense of humor into this shit, son.
The 80s. Yo, do some Jerry curls.
Soul Glow, baby. What's happening? What's happening?
In my picture.
What was that?
I said, you see me with my little bush in my picture?
Already, that's what's happening. Represent. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So
I got my head twisted right now. Like how you seen on the news. That's how I heard.
There's a nigger. I got a shirt that said the sheriff is near. I be wearing that shirt. That drunk, that pal drunk, saying the sheriff is near.
On some real shit. Every now and then, I'm letting you know now. You might get a little, I always say crazy shit, man, because
Good.
I live for the moment because we're not promised tomorrow. And I always believe in saying laughter is good for the soul. So I might throw some crazy shit out there every now and then just to lighten up the mood.
Do it.
Everybody know how we need to bring back. That's how we get down over here. Well, Hope, don't I be petty fuck around you. We all be petty fuck over here.
I'm always petty.
Hope is just passionate.
Hey, she passionate. Hey,
don't
look.
In a petty mode.
I know she's passionate because I've been hearing it for the last couple of years. I've listened. I never chimed in and said anything, but I was like, okay, she truly believes in what the hell she's saying. I know when somebody is full of shit. I'm not stupid.
Hope never got offended when I said black women ain't shit. She knew what I was talking about when I was saying. She's like, you know what, Motor's being petty. I ain't finna pay him no mind.
Okay, and you know what?
Define me, so I don't give a shit about that.
Right. Because I always say some shit like, fuck it, to trigger everybody. Fuck it.
But Mo, if anybody understands who the fuck we are before you even got into this, they will understand that, you know what, we love the bullshit, we love to laugh, we love to talk shit, but at the same time, we got a serious side.
Look, serious side, yeah. Look, I would call a white motherfucker a cracker, I would call a black nigga a nigga.
Yeah.
I'll call a
do it all.
Mexican or whatever, spick or wetback. That's how I fucking talk.
Hey, real talk, we all do some funny shit. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. We all do some funny shit, and I will point that shit out and give a fuck about how you feel. We all do some funny shit. I don't care what nobody say. You with me out in public, you might be embarrassed because I'm gonna say some shit. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
I got white men in the chat room. What's up, my crackers? I'm calling y'all crackers.
I prefer the term saltine.
Saltine. Oh, you offended. I gotta say saltine.
No. You say saltine, but I call you Pink Panther because if you put a piece of paper up to your skin that's white, you're not white. You're pink. I call you Pink Panther.
Oh, shit,
I may not.
Since I'm brown.
I may not be black, but I tan better than fella does.
Mo told me I'm black because of my diet and shit. Mo said,
oh shit.
I'll be like, I'm raccoon. I hope you raccoon.
Let me get this out. I may not be black, but I tan better than fella does.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, my homeboy said, my homeboy, one of my best friends, he was white. He said, man, I ain't white. I'm fucking pink. I said, here, put a piece of paper next to me. I'm not white, motherfucker. I'm pink. It's a difference. I'm like, damn. You put him. I'm being real.
Who is this right here, Mo? Who is this right here? They quiet.
Oh, that's likewise. That's likewise. He probably fell asleep. Likewise. Likewise is the one we on here listening. I think he's tired. Sometimes he gets tired. He don't want to talk. Likewise is up here listening.
Wasn't he the one that went and started doing his dishes the other day?
Yeah, likewise he triggered. He ain't triggered tonight.
Hey, look, I'm just here to have a.
You know, I like going to with him and BLT.
Hold on, let me text BLT and send this nigga the link.
You know, I like going to I can't fucking stand him.
I know, that's why I'm gonna send him a link. This is the link. Right?
Hey, I gotta tap out. It's past midnight for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
text BLT. This is lit.
99. Keep your booty hole tight. I said 99. Keep your booty hole tight.
All right.
Hey, how do I say? How do I say good night in Ebonics?
I said 99. Keep your booty hole tight.
99. Keep your booty hole tight. Damn.
Oh.
That's some jailbird shit.
I ain't never been there. So thank you for educating me.
Look, I just sent BFT the link home. Oh shit, I'm so funny.
Oh shit.
Y'all gonna go wherever y'all go to the head. That's pretty funny.
Hey, shit. Hey, that's what y'all gonna get out of me, man. You know, everybody get serious and get it to arguing. I'm gonna come with some funny shit and chill shit down. That's just how it is.
Well, he working.
Yup. Oh shit.
Hold on, I just said BMT. I just said, oh, he working. I'm cutting him off. I'm kicking him off. Hold on. Let me kick this nigga off. Remove a stream. All right. I just said BMT the link. I hope he can get on here because I want this shit to crack tonight.
Oh my goodness. No, but man, we stay arguing, man. BLT. I can't stand his fucking ass.
Oh shit! I texted him on the phone and said,
he know we don't like each other at all. It's bad blood between us.
Look,
what the fuck happened though? What's going on?
Cause he tried to come at me all fucked up and sideways and shit. He want me to be a fucking bootlicker. Bitch, I ain't no bootlicker just because I'm a part of the Republican Party and because I agree with conservative views, don't mean I'm gonna kiss their ass. When they wrong
on motherfucking ready.
When they
already.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's a bootlicking bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna text Henry Davis the link.
I'm just being real with you because you know the argument between me and him was over the bitch Amber Geiger, the one that killed dude in his apartment and shit. He wanted to make it seem like it could have actually been an accident. She could have mistaken the house and so forth. Like, get the fuck out of here. She ain't mistaken.
That wasn't no fucking mistake.
Thank you. He was trying to make excuses and shit. I said, why is it when it's a fucking white woman to do something, y'all don't never hold them accountable for shit. But when it's a black woman that does something, all of a sudden, she's the worst thing on scum of the earth and shit.
True. Motherfucking true.
Black woman. I ain't an angry black woman. I'm far from angry. I'm not angry at all.
It has nothing to do with anger. It's more the truth. You speaking fucking fact.
And that was my argument. Me and him got into it, and me and Jay Da Vinci got into it over the same shit. They want to make excuses for this fucking bitch.
She knew what the fuck she was doing. I live here in Dallas, okay? She knew what the fuck she was doing. So trust me, yeah, her ass is guilty. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
And she should have got more than 10 motherfucking years too. She should got more than that.
Yep. Y'all heard about what happened in Fort Worth, though. I wonder what's gonna happen to that cop that shot that lady, man, that was in there playing games with her relatives. Y'all heard about that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
He was dead wrong too because he didn't even follow protocol.
Nope, not at all.
You don't just open fire in somebody's motherfucking house.
Yep. That's some bullshit, you know. So,
but the difference between her and him, he ain't getting no sympathy. He getting ripped a new ass. He getting.
They gonna make an example out of him.
He getting held account, but that bitch ain't getting held account. Everybody, she put on crocodile tears and played all the motherfuckers like a fiddle.
You want to know what you think about that hug that dude gave her or whatever in court? What you think about that?
Yeah, fuck him, the judge, and the motherfucking bailiff. All them some fucking bootlicking motherfuckers.
And I agree with you 100% on that. Preach.
Cause I know damn well if it was me, a woman of color, they wouldn't have did that shit. No matter how many times I put on the crocodile tears and shit.
Yep. Real shit. That's what's up. I agree with you 100% on that shit. And it was fucked up because when he hugged her in court, everybody was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, shit. But wait a minute. They hurt not just him, the motherfucking judge, the bailiff was straightening her hair and shit. What the fuck is this about?
Yeah, and then look, never mind. Okay, you right. I don't want to talk because I go in, I get a little deep into it, and
Nigga,
I
go
piss
into
people
it,
off.
nigga. Go in, nigga.
Yeah, me and him,
Nigga, go in.
me and BLT got into it. Me and BMT got into it about that because he's siding up with that bitch. And then Jay Javinci also wanted to try to make excuses for the bitch.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah, she was dead ass wrong behind that shit. Real nigga shit. I don't care what nobody say. Trying to make excuses for her. She knew what the fuck she was doing when she entered that apartment. She knew that apartment wasn't hers. It was a red fucking rug that was in front of her door. It was a red rug that was in front of this dude's doorstep. You hear me?
And the funny part about it, why his key witness, the neighbor, ended up dead the next day. Come
because
on,
the Dallas cops covered their tracks. That was the Dallas cops doing.
Cover their tracks.
That was the Dallas cops doing. They tried to cover their tracks because he had way more info than what they wanted him to know, and they tried to blame it on some other motherfucker.
That's what Kashira was talking about. Kashira was saying the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Get Kashira on here. I'm gonna test Kashira. Oh.
Shit.
Like, come up, Kashira.
But that's how come me and him don't like each other, because we got it. We had words over that situation.
Right.
I like you want to be a bootlicking bitch, then you be a bootlicker. I'm not a bootlicker. I don't lick nobody's ass.
Look, I sent you the link.
I never lick the fart out of anybody's fucking ass. If you wrong, bitch, I'm gonna let you know you wrong.
Yep, exactly.
BMT, come on here. I sent you the link. Get on here.
Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you feel about what you saying on politics, you gonna always speak truth. If the shit is right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. That's just what it is.
That's right.
You ain't gonna play not one side. You're gonna keep it 100 from the dough.
Yeah, and that's how I always cap it. Let me tell you, I've been called. Let me tell you, for the past few weeks, dude, because I feel that because I'm not against Mike Vick. And I also support Trayvon Martin family. I've been called a racist, a fake, and every motherfucking thing. And I say, you know what? Straight up, fuck you. I said the same way you want to hold Mike Vick accountable for some shit he did 10 years ago. Then bitch, how come you the main ones that people want to tell us as tell black liberals that they should forget about slavery and forget about the lynching and shit that was done to our peoples back in the 50s and 60s and shit. You want them to forget and forgive. So, but you can't forget and forgive something that happened 10 years ago to a fucking dog.
Preach, goddamn me, preach, goddamn.
I said now, you say you love animals. I said, how the fuck you love animals and you eat them?
Man,
I don't love animal. That's why I ain't got no animal. That's why I didn't fight for
get the fuck out. No, for the past few days, but for the past few weeks, you know, people try to play like they animal advocates. I'm like, bitch, you eat animals though, so you don't love no damn animals.
I don't love animals. I mean,
not only that, but bitch, you wear fur coats, you do all this extra shit.
Exactly. I called all that out. I called him out on all that. I said, how the fuck you gonna talk about the dog fights, but you don't talk about these motherfuckers that go out here and hunt and kill animals, put their heads on the walls and shit, and you wearing that fur and shit.
Woo, come on, Hope.
I said, you don't think that's animal cruelty? That shit cruel too.
Yes.
Yep. If you gonna try to talk shit about somebody else's wrongdoings, won't you point out your own motherfucking faults? Because your ass is just as guilty.
They ain't like when I said that. I've been called all kinds of races and shit. Oh, you talking pro-black, talking points. You done turned racist. You are racist.
Hey,
fuck you.
They expect you to bug dance on some shit. You ain't gonna do that.
I'm not gonna bug dance. I don't lick the foot out nobody. Let me tell you something. You got some black conservative. Because they want to cater so much, they want to make get on the wrong sides of conservative and all that shit stink, but they say it smell good. They lick the fart out of their ass. I told white conservatives, be the truth about yourself.
It's the
You
truth.
know what you
Just get out of it.
say. Be truthful about yourself. I said
You
you don't like
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers. You don't like them because of the color of his goddamn skin. You know what the fuck it is. Be real about your shit.
Now I'm triggered.
I said be truthful about your shit. Don't sit here and lie. Be truthful about your shit. That's what I told a lot of them. I said be truthful about your shit because you know motherfucking well if he was a white man that did the same goddamn thing, you would have been forgiven real quick.
Next.
Yep.
Next.
Yep. That would have made every excuse in the fucking book about his wrongdoing.
Excuse. And I told him that. I said, be real about yourself. A part of you got some prejudiceness to you. Be truthful to yourself. Oh, you racist. You I ain't how the fuck I'm racist. I said be truthful to yourself.
That's what they holler when you spitting facts. That's what they holler when you spitting facts.
I said I can respect the person if they're truthful about their fucking self.
Thank you.
That's what I said. I said you ain't got to lie to me. You know that's what the fuck it boiled down to.
You ain't got a lot to kick it.
That's what I told him. What?
Hey, the great Sugar Shaka said that shit. You ain't got a lot of kicking.
Oh, that's what they said. Oh, you wouldn't be saying it if he was white. You wouldn't be saying it. You be running to crucify. I said, no, I wouldn't. I said, if that's the fucking case, bitch, I wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be still crucifying you from shit that dead white folks did to dead black folks.
You ain't got a lot of kicking. Yeah.
I said, so get the fuck out of here. I said, I'm just calling you out for what it is. You know that's what it boiled down to. I done got blocked. I'm in Facebook jail because of it and everything. I said, I don't kiss nobody's motherfucking ass.
Hallelujah.
And the whole thing about George Zimmerman. A lot of the white conservatives back Zimmerman. And again, and here it go again. Oh, you racist. You know Trayvon Martin was a thug. I said, how the fuck he was a thug?
Thank you.
He ain't never been in jail dead his damn life.
Nope.
I said, but he was a thug.
Not at all.
I said, what the fuck? I said, Zimmerman sat up there and followed that boy, and he broke the law after the law enforcement told him to stay the fuck in the car.
Yep.
He
didn't do that shit.
Everything could have been avoided. It would have been what the end result would have been what it was. Hey, Zimmerman never broke the law and got out the car after he was instructed to stay the fuck in the car.
And he didn't fucking listen. And this is the fucking mess we got.
What did he expect Trayvon Martin to do? You gonna follow this boy? You up here? You stalking the fuck out of him, and then you starting shit with him? What the fuck did you think he was gonna do?
Hey, did you hear about this lawsuit this bitch nigga tried to do?
Who?
You heard about that lawsuit against the family? He tried to sue their ass.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all heard about that shit?
That's what the whole argument between me and white conservatives was about. And you had, of course, here go the bootlicking motherfuckers, the black conservatives. Here go the bootlicking ones that want to jump in. Oh, well, he this, and I said, hold the fuck up. I said, so you want to excuse the part? So you want to forget the part about law enforcement told him to stay the fuck in the car. I don't give a fuck about how tall Trayvon Martin was. I don't give a shit about that. The boy didn't do anything.
Yep, that's true.
I said he was somebody's child. And then here go white conservative. He wasn't a child. I got the hey Mo, you still got the screenshot with when the woman was sitting there talking about he wasn't a child. He wasn't a child. He was 6'2" because of his height. He wasn't a child. Are
you know what? Hey, Hope, you know what they saw? They just saw one thing, his black skin. That's just all it is.
And I said that shit. But like me, you know, I had got into it with people like that. And of course you had the black conservatives, some of them that want to side up with them and shit. And I called them all a bunch of bootlicking bitches.
Yeah.
I said, you a bootlicking bitch. You can't even fucking be honest about yourself. What, you scared of losing your little friends? I ain't give a fuck. I said, you ain't got to be my friend. I don't give a fuck about people on Facebook.
That's
But at the end of the
true.
day, I live my motherfucking life. I'm living a good life.
Yeah. Facebook don't make us.
It don't make me, and it damn sure don't break me.
Hold on, I need a drink for this right now.
Then one bitch gonna come at me talking about you ain't a motherfucking Facebook celebrity. I said, bitch, I never act like I was one. Never. I don't have a link and GoFundMe shit set up. I said I have an actual career.
You know what? And this is why I respect you, because you don't just play one side, you play all fucking sizes at the end of the day. Mo do the same shit. And I can respect that, man. And I think people, I don't care what side you're on, but you should learn to see shit for what it is and not just take people's sides because you want to make everybody else fucking happy.
Yeah.
We see through your bullshit. We see through it. Trust me. And I see through my own people bullshit too. I'm gonna keep it 100 too. You know what I mean? You want to blame the white man for this, you want to blame the white man for that. Man, everything ain't the white man's fucking fault. Fuck that. It's some poor fucking decision your black ass made. Live with it.
To answer your question, yes, my son is tall. Yes, I have a tall son. That's that.
I didn't ask you no question about your son. What the hell are you talking about?
Didn't
Wrong
you put
person.
that in?
No.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this? I thought that was you.
Wait,
man. Who the fuck is asking me this shit? Okay. Oh, MJ asked me that. Okay, yeah, MJ, yeah. You know my son tall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What's up, BFT? What's up? Hey, get it off y'all.
Not too much. I just finished up doing 2 debates and 1 goddamn lesson. So, you know what I'm saying? I always good to come on, stop on by, see how you kicking. What's going on? What you up to, man?
I'm just petty. I said, I said, let me get BMT on here. I see Hope on here. I see y'all got a little history. And so let me go ahead and just put y'all on together.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, one of the things about it is, I guess people have been asking me, how do I care if Trump gets impeached or not? I really don't anymore. I don't even care about it. I'm moving on with my life. Motherfuckers, I mean, at the end of the day, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm like, did it better your life? If he's here today or he's gone tomorrow, what are y'all gonna do? I feel like some people idolize him.
Yeah.
And some people
true.
And some people do the most. I have no problem calling out either way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you get rid of Trump, you're gonna get Pence. And I mean, shit. And I mean, so I guess you could go ahead and do that.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, if you want a really strict man, you're going to get one. And Pence is a lot more stricter than Trump. Like, he's not going to put up with a lot of y'all shit. So I guess so. You could go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Or you literally could just say, hey, I mean, he's almost his term is almost over. So if you really didn't want the guy, you could just wait till 4 years is over. I mean, and to be fair, this is not the first president that's ever been impeached. We've had Andrew Johnson.
Come on.
We had Nixon, and we had Bill. Hell, Bill had the whole damn trial, and he won the next election right after that. So it's not like these things don't happen. And I mean, so us freaking out saying that, oh God, he's been impeached, like it's not really a big deal. But it has to go.
I've been laughing the whole damn time. It's the you got the left that sit up here laughing and thinking that they won something and they ain't win shit. I said still, like when I was at work, a couple of my coworkers, they like, yeah, they impeached his ass. I said, yeah, he got impeached. I said, he's still your president. I said, it didn't go through the Senate yet.
Right. And see,
he's still in the White House. He ain't going nowhere.
Right. And see, that's the thing about it. See, Nancy Pelosi and them have not sent, and she said we haven't sent the papers there yet. So by saying you haven't sent it there, that means you really don't have any paperwork to give.
Exactly.
It's only is only but a 6-minute to 10-minute walk down the street. So it ain't like it's hard. I mean, shit, if you wanted to walk it or, I mean, mail it or fax it, it would have got there that same day. But they I mean, you have to have these kind of things put together. And right now, it's kind of grabbing for straws because it's like,
okay, let me say this. You got to have your ducks in a row before you come to the big dog table. And she ain't bring that shit. So she coming over with any excuse to try to delay the shit because like we said before, even before anybody came on, I told Mo, I said, look, I don't play no sides. Democrats or Republican, fuck it. I don't care. But the Senate will not pass this, which means that he will not be impeached. And people don't understand that shit. I'm like, damn, did you not learn anything in fucking school?
Thank you. Listen, you liberal crackers. I'm gonna call you liberal crackers. You liberal crackers.
But let me tell you, like right now, the senators already tweeting on Twitter, letting you know basically that they're not going to pass it.
Yes.
They already tweeted.
My son told me that he's a liberal. My son's a gay liberal, and he said the same shit last night.
Right. Like the thing about it is, and I always ask respectfully of anybody, if you can tell me, how did Trump make your life worse? What did he do? How did he affect you? I always ask the question, and it's a pretty legit question. Whether you white or black, it's up to you to discern how you're going to answer that question. Now, some people say, well, he grabbed so-and-so by the pussy. I said that was before he was the president. So I need you to give me something different. Well, you know, he obstructed justice. I mean, like, how? How did he obstruct justice?
Okay, so
I mean, just being for real, how many people told ICE that they're not allowed? How many government officials dropped dimes for illegal immigrants to hide or where things were going to be? That's obstructing justice. That's abating. Okay. That's abating.
So
a fugitive.
Yeah.
Here's what I said on that. I said at the end of the day, can any of you, I don't care what side you're on, what president in the past history has affected your way of living, the money you made, or anything? What president has caused you to say, damn, fuck him, he's making my life a living hell?
None of them motherfuckers.
I can't name one.
Man, dude.
I can honestly say that.
None of them motherfuckers. Trump the only motherfucker that got my motherfucking attention. Out of all motherfucking presidents, Trump.
Bush Jr. got my attention. I still stand on that. Bush Jr. got my attention. Bush Jr. gave me some extra money.
I like Trump because he's offensive.
Yeah, I like my little extra little extra check I got.
Yeah. Come on, Kevin, man. You talk about nigga.
Hell yeah, I got one.
Shit, Bush Jr. gave us
what the fuck we talk about, nigga?
Hey, and I'm gonna be real with you. That motherfucker was right on time because my rent needed to be paid. Shit.
Right. Nigga.
Shit, it was on time for me.
I fuck with businessman, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. So,
and
yeah.
I had my kids, so you know I had got a little extra for myself and my children.
Yeah. See, I was solo dolo. That was me. But it came right on time. And back then, rent wasn't as expensive as it was back then. You know what I'm saying? Nah. People got to understand that what the cost of living was. Everybody was like, oh, with this and that. Man, if you go back to when George Bush was in the White House and now, man, it's like night and day. The cost of living is 10 times higher.
Way.
Come on now.
10, double, triple it.
Good dick.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. That's just what it is. And again, man, look, for this new brother that came on, man, I don't take no sides. I don't Democrat, Republicans, fuck all that shit. I stand on my own. I think for myself.
That's fine.
Me.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I got nothing against that. I like somebody who just hears it out and just listens. And I mean, yeah. and I like I said, and I told people like, hey, my first time when I saw Obama,
Yeah, I did vote for him. I wanted to see a black guy in the White House. I'm not gonna lie. I did vote. It was all for identity politics of, hey, I wanted to see somebody that looked like me in the White House.
Right.
So I did that. And that's pretty naturally normal. Calm down, everyone. Anybody and everybody. If it was we're looking at it where if the Latin saw a Latin person running for a political seat, they're going to vote for that person, but they're going to believe that person is within my interest of my ethnicity and loyalty.
Yes.
But see, so it's not unheard of, but people do that. People do that in certain spaces or certain demographics. So there's no need to feel ashamed about that, especially if you're a black Republican. You don't have to lie to me. I mean, I've had some. I voted for Obama too. I'm like, okay, it's fine.
And the only reason why I voted for him, now I can tell you why I voted for him the first time. I voted for him because I seen people, strong Republican men that I respected, which was Bush Jr. and Colin Powell. And I'm like, well, damn, they backing this man. I said he must be legit because I had my reservations about him. I honestly wasn't going to vote for him. And McCain, I don't like McCain, but I was gonna suck it up and still vote for him. But then when I saw our Republican Party backing Obama and not McCain, I said, well, shit, maybe this man is legit. And when he did the Yes You Can speech, he got me. I said, okay, I'm gonna give this man a chance. I'll give him my vote.
But I mean, it's after, I think, and to be fair, after doing all that, we just didn't see no change. I mean,
not a damn thing.
He said change, but I was like, what? I said, this man saying time for a change. Everybody comparing him to goddamn Jesus and goddamn some Messiah. And I'm like, yo, what the hell are y'all seeing? Because this dude, if anything, we're getting worse. Nah.
Hey,
I'm like,
hey, but you know what? I don't care what y'all say. That motherfucker had one of the coolest walks ever. Fuck you talking about?
That nigga. Nigga. Nigga.
That's what the thing is. That was made to suffocate y'all in. Like I said, when I saw that to me was the top of, oh shit, this dude's gonna fuck us up. Listen, they only and that to me is when I knew. That's what I knew he was full of shit. When you got somebody starting to do shit like starting to like stride and shit and starting to do all kinds of stuff like starting to jib and jab and starting to shoot basketball, I'm like, oh my god, this dude is not real. He's full of shit. And once you start seeing him do that shit, starting to talk about, yo, dog, I'm hip to y'all. I'm like, we going into the dark ages. Once I
I seen that shit. I was like, this nigga had so many goddamn barbecues, man. He had the White House pimped out, boy. You know they couldn't stand that shit.
He did.
And I was like, yo, dog, he's not taking us serious. Because see, that's something you gotta look at, and that's for anybody. When somebody is pandering to a stereotype, that means they're not taking you serious.
Right.
That's like somebody coming out there with a 10-gallon hat, and this motherfucker never wore a 10-gallon hat, but he say, hey, y'all, and he can't. It's like, I hate when politicians come down to the South and they start getting this Southern Baptist speaking talking points. And I'm like, wait, stop, dude. Just talk to us like like you got common sense. But see, I get it because you're pandering and you've been practicing to talk to that specific people at that time. So,
right.
Okay, so let me say this.
Hillary had hot sauce in her purse, and Bernie Sanders doing the take the picture with a piece of chicken.
Every time.
But let me say this though. On some real shit.
Go ahead.
On some real shit, I had a conversation with somebody on social media, and that was like, you know what, Obama ain't never did shit for us. And I said, man, that's your God-given right to feel that way. I said, but you want to know something? I went deeper than that. I say, and you might be right. It ain't my position to argue with you, say you right or wrong. I said, but you want to know what? What he did was gave young black children hope. young black kids to say, hey, a black man or a young black woman can be fucking president. Regardless of how you feel about him, he gave young black kids hope. Period.
Please don't give me trigger right now, because I'm about to rant right now. No, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, bro.
And sad to say, you're right.
Like, man.
And a lot of them do look up to him. A lot of them do look up to him.
Yes.
Yep. Would you rather for them young black kids to be out on the street robbing and killing and doing everything, or looking up to something?
Street robbing and killing. What you talking about?
No. Listen, Hope. I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to disagree with you on this. Only thing I'm saying is I'm just making my point, saying like, and I told him, I said, so you saying that he didn't do anything? Okay, that's your God-given right. I said, but would you rather these young kids to go out in the streets and get in trouble, get locked up behind some stupid shit, or look at something positive at the end of the day? That was my point. Even though you might not agree with his stance.
It was that, but even then, Obama ain't do a damn thing. He didn't fight for us like he should have.
I understand that, and I get that. You're right.
Can I finish? The only people that Obama stood up for was the alphabet folks and motherfucking illegals. That's it. He didn't do a damn thing for his own community. He didn't do nothing for black folks. Nothing. Because I'm gonna tell you something. He had the power. The stuff that Trump did, he had the same motherfucking power to do it. And the same damn Republicans that's in the office is the same motherfuckers that was in there when he was in there.
It's the thing about it is this, and I always attribute to like somebody said, well, yeah, I'm so glad I made it out of high school. I'm like, well, shit, you always had the ability to make it through high school. What stopped you? Well, man, the system. No system. You just told yourself that. You listen to the people that tell you that. So when somebody keeps saying that it's time for a change, we should have asked the question, well, what change are you going to do? I have a dream. Well, what is your dream? You never told us the dream, but you can play back the speaking points. You never told us about the dream.
But keep talking.
But I mean, see, when we look at these type of things, let's look at it like that. So he talked about black kids hoping. That's around the time when black kids went to class less. More trap and rap music came up, and more kids were getting impregnated and having cell phones and doing stupid stuff. So I mean, anything I was trying to figure out, like,
man, I feel like this. You can't blame that on him, man. It starts at home with the parents. Fuck all that. It ain't his position. Just like how they talk about the rappers and everything else, you can't blame that on him. It starts at home.
Hey, I agree with you.
Okay. So, okay, look, I'm glad you brought that up. So when you are rewarding negative behavior, of giving more,
it starts
stuff,
at home still.
Hold on, hang on. But if you're agree with you on that. I agree with you. If you're rewarding that behavior and giving those, if you're rewarding that type of behavior and you're rewarding that type of system, people are going to think, well, shit, less being bad is not as bad as it is. I mean, if I'm going to get a free cell phone and I'm going to get free subsidies and living arrangements, right here, baby, you can say starts at home, but that is something that they're going to say, well, shit.
But I'm going to tell you something, though. You're right. I feel you on that. I respect what you're saying, but here's my point, man. Think about this. I'm going to go deep into this. You got women at the age of 38 that are considered grandmothers now. Yeah. And they're really not considered leaders. You feel me? They still in the clubs, dancing, shaking that stinking ass in the club, in the shake joint, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? When we was coming up, our grandparents were in their 60s and their 70s and shit. They had respect for themselves. But this generation here, they're having babies at an early age. They start having kids at an early age, and what does it? It just trickle down, and they catch up at the age of 15. And while their parents are 30, they're sitting here smoking a joint, drinking what they fucking young ones thinking is fucking cool. So it does start at home, man. I don't care what we say. Ain't no.
It started with our generation. Our generation from this generation up.
Yep. Exactly. It wasn't this generation. It wasn't
these kids are only like, yo, every man for themselves. Like, I'm sorry, but every man for themselves. We ain't gonna forget the crack era and all these other eras that have gone through where they were doing stuff, and after that, they're like, well, shit, like, now I think I want to be a woman. Wait, you are 48 years old. Now you think you're a woman now? Like, dude, stop. Like,
Right.
stop.
Right.
Like,
Right.
there's no type of accountability or things going on now. Like, at some point, you gotta just.
I just said there's a link. There's the link. I'm taking Harry on here.
You know, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta own up to some of these things that are going on, and we gotta call them out for what they are.
Okay, so let me ask you about this. What do you think about Dwayne Wade and his son?
Who?
Dwayne
What do
Wade.
I think about Dwayne? What do I think about Dwayne Wade and his son?
And his son, you know, he's wearing.
Who is that?
He's a
basketball player, Miami Heat. He's from Chicago. Mo know about him.
Okay, I don't know him, and I probably wouldn't know the story you're talking about. What's the subject?
Well, Dwayne Wade.
Okay, but okay.
His son is gay.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So I'm glad you brought that up. So let's look at it like this. Dwayne Wade was homeless and literally was emasculated as a young boy and kicked out by his mother. So you would think that as a father, he would be more guiding and strong post for his son and actually said, hey, son, I get it. You're choosing this type of life. Granted, he took his son to, you know, a parade, and with his I guess new wife Gabrielle. Now he did all that to his son. He didn't go to his son's mother and talk to her about this, and they had a talk. He just took it and effeminized his child. He effeminized his child rather than say, listen, son, I love you. We need to talk about this. I'm not talking about pushing no type of belief. I'm not talking about anything else like that.
Right.
But the stuff that he's using his son as a post narrative for social media.
And it's sad.
Right. So that right there. So when you are making rebuttals on social media, hey y'all need to stop being bullies about my son. No. You as the parent open that door. You as the parent, as a man, you set your child up. You knew that your son was wearing that crop top, was in that kind of pose, crossing their legs, and got nails on. You put your son in that light. Yeah. Now, we didn't even know about EJ, we didn't even know about Magic's son until he was at least grown. Yep. So these parents are using their kids. Like look at Will and Jada. They have this son out there wearing a dress.
Yes. Thank you.
So we are not going to pretend like that society has not been using kids and their parents have been using their kids as sexual social standing points, like that little boy wearing drag to actually get a foothold in society or status. This is some people are using their kids as a game. And
you want to know what? Hey, real talk. I agree with you 100%. I was just listening, and it's sad. It's sad how Hollywood takes it this far in order for you to be accepted. Because if you go against anything they feel, they will blackball your ass.
Well, it's the public school system. Like my daughter's 7th grade, she had to sit through a sex education class and just what they're teaching them alone. And in that class, she had to look at a plastic penis go inside an asshole. And that's what basically they're teaching these kids. It's okay to have sex that way. And also, if anybody's in this class who is gay, don't feel, embarrassed. But this is the safe way for you also to have sex. 7th graders.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
7th graders.
I will be living.
Wow.
Oh, you and me both.
That damn school.
You and me. I was kicked out. I was kicked out of
I would have been in jail.
My kids was in for sex ed. They asked, do you get? They sent permission slips to my house, and I told them hell no. She don't need all that shit right now.
They say they never sent it home. They say they never sent the slip home. They lied to me. They never wanted to because they knew exactly what would happen.
They supposed to send a slip home to you and get permission from you first.
Oh yeah, I know, but the slip never came.
And without that slip, they weren't supposed to teach her shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to go to study hall.
None of that.
They're supposed to go to study hall if they don't want to partake. Yep. Yep.
So
yep.
you got every right. You got every right to let them know how you freaking feel.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
I done went to the hot. Let me tell you something. I don't play around with when it comes to my fucking kid.
Yeah. Well, you got society shoving it down our throats. Just look at what Netflix did. Gone and made a gay Jesus movie.
What gay Jesus? Hey, take a minute.
I have a conviction, by the way.
BFT, gay Jesus.
Yeah,
you done made it about BFT. I'm surprised you make a video about that.
I put it this way: they're putting this shit in cartoons now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
television.
But the thing about it, and here's the thing, and I listen. I'm not going to stop you from freedom of choice, but then again, I don't like it when you put it on kids. That's my drawing line.
That's my biggest issue.
That's my drawing line is the kids. So, like I said, that's why I said I don't want you. Like I said about the doggone celebrities use their kids because they're told to use their kids for certain talking points.
Thank you.
If you want to make it in Hollywood, use your kids. That's what it's all about. Sell your soul.
Here's the thing: is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Hell no, it ain't worth it. I'd rather be eating Roman noodles for the rest of my days. I never sell my soul for my kid.
But let's look at that. The Smiths don't mind using they don't mind using their daughter. She's right now. She's writing up a porno right now. She's writing a porno. You got to understand now. Like a lot of these people, and it don't matter the color, the creed, the mindset. These people literally are now Hollywood, and as well as a lot of these politicians are using kids as trip mines to either confuse the populace, because they're like, well, shit, the hell with the parents and the adults going after the kids. And I usually I talk to my cousin, and I'm going to be doing a panel with some teenagers. And Maurice, I got to hit you up, and if your son wants to be on there, he's welcome. It's going to be just me. I'm going to be asking them teen questions. It's going to be a teen panel of just teenagers, and I would like to know from them what's going on. Like I feel like we're not talking to them and actually finding out. We don't talk. We let the world talk to our kids, but we don't talk to our kids ourselves.
I agree with certain parents. Now with us, we have family meetings. We have family meetings, but not everyone does.
Right, and you should listen. You got to have that rapport.
Hey, y'all have family meetings, but we have real nigga moments for where I come from. We don't sugarcoat shit. At the end of the day, I sit down and I tell my daughter right from wrong, and I don't sugarcoat nothing. I tell her where I come from. This is how daddy was raised. This is what daddy went through. I'm gonna let you experience this. I'm gonna take you and learn and let you know right from wrong so you can be prepared. Well, and we all got our own way of doing stuff. The way I said it, I don't say that to my daughter like that, but I let her know daddy is going to take you where he came from, or how he was raised and how he see things, because you living a good life right now. Me and your mother, we're not together, but we take care of our business when we do the best we can to provide for you. That's what we do. But at the same time, I want my daughter to see both sides of the lifestyle of how I was raised and how our mother was raised. That way she can be
hallelujah, Jesus.
That's for you. I'm
That's
glad
just
you
what
did
it
that.
is.
I'm
glad.
glad.
As me, as a single mom, my kids from the beginning, they had like a little bit like the beginning of their life. They understood the hood life, and then I moved them out when they were still in elementary school, because I said I was not going to let them ruin my son life, because I was thinking about my son. I said I wasn't going to let the streets get my son. So I said I gotta save my son, and not thinking that my daughter could also possibly get out there. I was thinking about our boys, because the mindset I had is what I've been seeing in front of me is all our black males that's around at the time. I'm in my 20s. that's around my age. We 24, 25 years old is getting shot down and gunned down and shit. So I'm like, shit, I can't let them get my son. So, you know, I made the mindset that I got to get my kids the fuck out of this. And I did. They was in elementary.
Yeah.
Chris was in the second grade. Destiny was in fourth grade when we moved into the suburban part of Maryland. I left Baltimore and I moved to Anne Arundel County. And you know, we lived in the suburban area of Anne Arundel and Glen and Marley Station and Glen Burnie. Because I wasn't going to Annapolis. Annapolis is where
Come on now. Leave your feelings at home.
Annapolis was the hood. So I was wondering, that's where my family at, in Annapolis.
Yes.
I wasn't moving out to Annapolis. I said, no, we're not going to Annapolis. We're gonna live right here in Marley Station, which was a predominantly white neighborhood. And you know, they went to good schools and stuff. And that's go back what I was telling her when they was talking about the sex ed when my daughter was in the seventh grade. And I kindly signed that paper declining it. Do not teach my child that. She don't need to know about that. And that's how that was.
Right.
But now, as far as me, you know, I mean, everybody in my damn family is hood and still live in it. And man, I not to raise my kids in it, you know. And
right.
Like right now, like my cousin for starters.
I'm still that Baltimore chick.
Like my cousin for starters, right?
You still that Baltimore.
You live in the same damn house that this is the projects now.
Right.
Projects, public housing.
Nigga.
She live in that same damn house that our mothers was raised in, right?
Right.
That she was raised in, because my grandmother raised her. That she was raised in, that she raised her daughter in, and now she's raising her granddaughter in the house. In that same house. That house that went through 4 fucking generations.
Wow.
And you know what's so funny? Because I was the wild child, because I was acting out. I was on the streets and everything. They thought I was gonna be the one that didn't make something out of my life. They thought I was gonna be the nobody. And she was going and thought that she was going to make something out of her life, and it was in the total complete opposite.
Damn.
I'm the one who made some. I'm the only one who went to school, who went to college. My little cousin, he joined the military, thank God. But as far as me, I'm the only one who went to college.
Yes. The streets was my college, but carry on.
So, you know, I went to college. I got my degree in science. I work as a lab technician. And, you know, I live out here in Arizona. And then not only do I work as a lab tech, but I done dip my foot into politics. I get invited anything that the GOP have, Republican Party have here, like with the senators and the governor and everything, I get invited to it.
That's what's up.
I'm part of.
But you want to know what?
My nigga, you my nigga.
I'm part of the Republican district too. You know, like the committee. I'm part of the committee. I'm in LD4. That's out here. Goodyear. So.
And you want to know what? I applaud you for that shit, man, because I live out here in Dallas, Texas, right? And I see so many of our people, man, just living for the moment and not knowing the potential that they fucking have to be great. I don't care what you choose to do in life, but I'm on the outside looking in, and I watch any and every move, man. Like I was in Denny's the other day, and man, I seen our own people walking up in there, and if you would have saw what I saw, you would have been embarrassed. So, like how they were just carrying on with their conversation, shit, bitch, calling each other bitches, bitch, all being all loud. It's cool to do that in your own behind the closed doors and talk like that, but how you was just being like that in front of everybody, that's how you think, like how most black people are, and that shit is embarrassing.
It is.
Learn how to carry yourself. You know what I mean?
That's why
and
I was like, niggas.
And then
I
they
Man.
type all of us in that
like
category.
nigga.
Not all of us is like that.
No, but I hate niggas. I love black folks. I hate
And you know, and again, not all black women raise thugs either.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
raise a thug. My son ain't never felt like he had to stand on a corner.
But then again, I love niggas. I'm a nigga. All right, I said.
And my son never seen a jail cell and never been shot at. And no, the
I can't say the same. I
and,
have.
and law enforcement ain't never felt like they had to pull my son over. They already know who he is. They ain't never felt like they had to bother my son. They know who he is. Because they know who I am.
It's to me, it's just sad because this television that we got in front of us, I call it idiot box, like these housewife shows and shit and all that other crap, man. All is a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know, that ain't the lifestyle we live. We don't live like that. You know what I mean? They make us look bad, man. And I'm not just talking about blacks. I'm talking about whites too, and Hispanics. They got shows for all different colors. Yeah. And they make all of us look fucking bad at the end of the day. I disagree with that, man. So I try my best to stay away from the idiot box, is what I call it.
Well, what you think TV is? It's program. It's meant to use to program you.
And like we talked about earlier, it's meant to program your motherfucking mind. That's it.
Well,
that's what it is.
You know, they got where black women supposed to act a certain way, and I'm like, well, count me out. I ain't part of that basket.
No, do you remember back then we had these uplifting TV shows like Different World and all this and that and shit? Some positive.
Different world. Positive role model. It's different strokes.
No, different strokes, all of that.
No, Different World. You had many good shows back then.
Bullshit.
Yes.
Different World would promote feminism in that motherfucker.
I don't
give a fuck.
I like Bill Cosby.
Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper was a good one. Hell yeah, Mr. Cooper was a good one.
Go back to Fred Sanford, motherfucker.
What was the Steve Urkel one?
All the
Family Matters. Family Matters.
Yes, that was a good one.
Man, fuck Family Matters. It's the Jeffersons.
See, that's when black television was entertaining, but now I don't like it how they're trying to throw this
good one. Let me know that not only white folks lived in mansions, black folks can live in them too.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
We don't get shows like that no more. I used to watch y'all remember UPN? I used to watch that channel faithfully because it had a number of positivity. I mean, at the end of the day, they had some everyday life shit that we all go through, but at the end of the day, it all ended up with a positive message at the end. Especially Family Matters. Y'all remember that time when Eddie Winslow got discriminated against by them racist cops? Y'all remember that show?
Which one?
Eddie Winslow, when his father, his daddy was a cop, but he got racially profiled in that show. Do you remember watching that shit? If you don't, look it up on YouTube. It's there.
I'll pull that.
And man, that was a powerful moment. All different words.
Say what you gonna say, PT.
Different World is the same way. When Dwayne and his boy, I forget his name, the light-skinned dude, they was coming from a football game and they got that shit put on their hood or whatever. But at the end of the day, on both sides, it was a message, and that positive message came from the police officer that was in that jail cell. He was like, "No, you don't know me. You don't know where I come from. You don't know if I marched with Martin Luther King. You don't know nothing about me. All you see is color." Now, y'all gotta watch that shit. That was some powerful shit.
That's just like when Whitney went to the store to get some to buy jewelry, and a woman assumed because she was black that she couldn't. And remind you, she's a mixed black now. She's light skinned, mixed black, and the white woman still assumed that she couldn't afford it.
Well, I gotta let Lucy out. Hurry back.
All right, you good.
And I said, me personally, I wouldn't have gave her my damn money. I used to. That's how I felt it. I said, she got my money. And I was pretty sure that everybody knew about it. I would have went to her boss
Hey Mo, what I think you need to do, man, is start taking like clips like that, like that I discussed, or me and Hope talking about and stuff like that, man, and play clips of like what what was actually being told and how shit ended and how we all just looked at it like, damn, they didn't play the black and white part.
Bro,
It all made sense in the end.
I
Like
got a
Family
question
Matters,
for you.
y'all gotta see that.
I got a question for you, bro.
That's just like it was a lot of the shows in the 80s sent a lot of subliminary messages.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, it did.
in the heat of the night, stay sending subliminary messages. It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
I thought that was the most racist
Yes, Hope.
show ever.
For real.
In the heat of the night.
Yep. Yep.
Good Times, I like Good Times, but what I felt where the guy that played James Evans, I felt where he was coming from. He like, look, why do we gotta keep showing playing, be stereotype and keep playing?
Thank you. That's why they kicked him off. That's why they kicked that nigga off.
And that's why he quit. That's why he quit, and that's why they killed him off.
That's why they killed him off the show. I remember that. You're right, because they was always trying to downplay us as being blacks in the TV show, and he didn't like that not one bit.
He didn't like that shit. That nigga
They kept trying to demonstrate that we were in the hood, and that's how our life's supposed to be. And I'm like, that is not our fucking culture.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's
not our fucking culture.
No, that ain't my. I said, but it's sad because a lot of our people think that that's our culture, dude.
And it's not. We are a long ways from that.
You're a real nigga. If you go out here and shoot somebody, you go to jail. You're a real nigga.
Man, that don't make you a real. That make you a fucking dumbass. That's what it is.
I know, but
I'm trying to tell you where the mentality at. You go to school, you get educated. Oh, you trying to be white?
Yes.
Like, bitch, fuck you. Then that's what I'm gonna be. I'm trying to be white then. And why the fuck you suffering down here no match by the government community? I'm living the life.
Yes, living life.
If I'm a sellout, then fuck you. I am a sellout.
Nigga, we sold out, nigga. My nigga.
Shit. If you want to, hey, I'll tell you this. Most of my people may see me from who I am now, from what I used to be, and they be like, "Oh, yeah, you live out here in Frisco. You live around a whole bunch of white people." Nah, motherfucker, don't get it twisted. You know what? I'm making a better way for my kids. Fuck what you thought. I don't give a fuck about what you thinking. I can care less about anything. I want my daughters to be able to go outside, walk out when I'm having a duck and catch a bullet to the head or whatever. Same thing goes for my son. Fuck all that dumb shit you talking about.
My nigga.
That's just me. I'm paving the way for my kids to live a better life. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's the way I think.
Host my nigga. Fuck yeah.
You know, I came here, a lot of people like, oh, you live in a white folk. Man, what the fuck you mean I live in a white? No, I'm living in an area to where I can sleep at night and wake up and have a piece of fucking mind, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you dig.
Because where I used to live, where I used to live in Dallas, man, I'm going to tell you something. People are so fucking childish and so petty. Like, we never had any. I live in an apartment, okay? I got a one-bedroom apartment. It's me, whatever. It's all to the good. My daughter lives with her mother full time. I get my daughter every weekend or whenever she wants. I can care less. But when I used to live in Dallas, I used to come outside, on the weekends. And at this time, this is when my ex was together, whatever. And we never had any silent parking spaces whatsoever. So I walked outside, and y'all won't believe, I parked my truck right in front of my apartment, and I walked out, and I had a scratch on my fucking passenger side door. And I was like, man, who in the hell would scratch my stuff? So my old lady looked at it at the time. She was like, oh, are you cheating on me, or are you talking to somebody else? Only a woman does that. And I was like, no, I ain't done nothing. So again, the following week, I park in that same fucking parking space. How about the driver's side door was scratched? Same thing. Somebody keyed my shit. This is in Dallas. And at that time, I was living around a whole bunch of Hispanics. So I was like, you know what? That's enough of that. If you're going to try to damage my shit all over a parking space,
Yeah.
I got to go. And I've never looked back since then. You know? I don't know what it is, man. It's just, and don't get me wrong, that shit can happen anywhere. It can happen at a grocery store, you know, when you get out your car. Let's be real. But I needed to have a peace of mind for myself to know that, okay, you know what? When I walk outside, I ain't got to worry about nobody flying through my apartments, playing loud music, smoking weed, because there was a lot of that shit going on where I live. I'm not discriminating on nobody that smokes weed. Handle your business, do what you do. But I need to have a peace of mind for myself and my kid. And that's it.
I know my experience of living in the hood is motherfuckers robbing my damn house, taking shit that I work hard for.
Oh, that just happened to a friend of mine. Stole all the Christmas gifts for the kids and everything.
That's fucked up, man.
That is fucked up.
Let me tell you, I was out of town. I went home to go bury my. This when I was living in Canton, Ohio. I had to live in the hood. This what love did. That's why I would never fucking fall in love again. Because I married my ex-husband, thinking that we're gonna still live the same life that I lived in Maryland, and he landed my ass right back in the hood.
Damn.
And I had to live there for 3 years. 3 years, and the reason why, because I couldn't leave until the divorce was final, until I got full custody of my daughter.
Right.
But while I was away going to get bury my grandfather, I come back. Now remind you, I had the big 55-inch screen TV.
Mm-hmm.
My TV, but my 55-inch TV, both the TVs upstairs in my kids' room and in my room, and even down to soap was gone.
Damn. It's fucked up, man. Yeah, that's until this day, people understand. People question me like, man, how come you don't come on the other side of town? How come? Look, I love my city. I'm from Chicago. I grew up on the west side. I'm from 19th and Christiana, okay? Mo know what I'm talking about. Look, every city has its bad parts and good parts. Yeah. I don't care if you're from the country town or wherever you're from. And I always believe in this. Your heart can take you wherever you want to go. I truly believe in that. But somebody asked me, and they said, would you ever take your daughter back to Chicago and let her visit? I said, nope, because a bullet ain't got no name on it. I would never do that. I would go, but I would never put my daughter in a situation because she would never understand that. Period. You know, and it's sad. Mo, you know what I'm talking about. You know how grimy that shit is.
He must have stepped off for a second.
Oh, he did? Okay, yeah, but he knows, he understands what it is, man. But at the end of the day, look, I wasn't thinking like this overnight. You asked me, if you would have asked me like how I was thinking 5 years ago, and we would have had this conversation, we would have been cussing and arguing and like, you know, and all this and that. We would have been going at it, you know. But I had to take a look at myself and say, hey, man, first of all, it's no longer about you. It's about your kid. You got to think different now. You got to react different, because I was that type of dude that would bum on contact. I went from 0 to 100, and that shit almost got me locked up. So I had to change my way of thinking. And now that I got my kids, I thank God for my son and my daughter, and I look at things completely freaking different now, man. Like, whatever. I can care less what you're talking about. As long as I get to go home and talk to my daughter or my son, I'm cool. You know?
Me, I had that drive, you know, to better my life.
Right.
My pride and my dignity, let me tell you something. Pride and dignity got me through. Me to where I'm at. Because from growing up, and I'm telling you, I'm somebody that dirt poor that grew with nothing, with the roaches, the mice, and the rats.
Shit, you and me both.
Shit, you know, I grew
Right.
up with that shit.
Of course, you
And
grew up in Baltimore.
you know, I watch how my mom was treated when she was in the welfare lines and stuff. And you know, when you wait and to get that government cheese, that cheese was good, by the way. And
I got some now.
the government cheese, that powder milk,
All my life I do.
fucking government cornflakes and puffs and shit.
Yeah,
You know,
hey,
and like
I'm glad government
the churches
cheese.
used to give out the Christmas baskets and
I get
stuff,
time for that shit.
where you get a free turkey in it. I watch how people talk down to those who was in the line waiting for the baskets. And I made a decision that I didn't want to be talked down to like that. I didn't want to be looked down at. And so the fact that I didn't want to be looked down on, it gave me that drive to better my life, to push and to
Right.
push and to push. And that's what I did. So when I got I paid for my schooling and stuff, right? When I got
Right.
my, instead of doing like doing tax time, when I got my income tax money, instead of going out here fucking around and going shopping and getting the Brazilian hair and the nails and all that stuff, I took that money and paid my tuition and
Right.
put myself through school.
Right. But that was smart of you to do, because the most average motherfucker wouldn't do that. They will blow it on the shit you just talked about.
Yep. I put myself through school. And once I got settled, settled into my career, I let the government go. I told them they can have their Section 8, they can have everything. I didn't want nothing from them.
So
Man, that shit to me is like to trap us, man. And if you don't think outside the box, you forever be trapped in that fucking situation like it ain't nothing. Like, I don't depend on the government for shit. My mother or I have never. My mom worked. She would work 2 to 3 jobs before she get on food stamps. That's how my mother was. I'm not. Look, I'm not knocking anybody that ever been on it. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just telling you what I seen as a kid growing
Right.
up. My mother would work 2 to 3 jobs just to make sure that I had what I needed and that we got by. We had food in the house and we had a roof over our head. I can never remember a time to where we were on welfare ever. Period.
What was you about to say, BMT?
no, I'm just listening to y'all. I'm just listening to y'all. That's all.
Oh, you
That's all.
should listen. Hey,
No,
you just tonight.
No, I'm just listening and writing down stuff. That's all. But that's
All right.
just interesting stuff. But that's
But you
pretty
want
much
you want to know what you listening, but you like, God damn, I like damn. Well, what's being said is some shit. Some shit you can relate to, and some shit you can't.
Right.
That's
Right.
what's
Right.
beautiful about all of this. You know,
Right.
on all ends, from me, you, Hope, Mo, anybody else that's listening, we've all have a story to tell.
Next.
Yep.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I mean, I get all that. I mean, I guess everybody has a different reason. I don't think do we ever move to a white neighborhood? No, we never moved to a white neighborhood. We just moved. But that's just because I just moved.
Well, you don't consider it right. Just consider it a better place.
Yeah, I just consider it a better place. I don't call, and I wish we would stop calling it, well, I moved to a white neighborhood. I'm like,
Hey, we did be upset.
If you notice, I said that I moved into a decent neighborhood.
yeah, and I caught that. I caught that, Hope. It like we got to stop.
Okay, so let me say this.
I just said just so
the reason why because the reason about it, because there's a neighborhood depending on how the people are there. You know what I'm saying? And we contract for Amazon, so I've seen the good and the bad on all sorts of neighborhoods and places of where I go. It just depends on where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there are good black neighborhoods and there are bad ones, depending on your economic situation. And sadly, some of us, we don't teach our people, you know what I'm saying? If you know better, do better. If you learn how to do better for the next generation so that way they'll have a leg up. And tell them why. I never have felt like I had to take my kids to, you know, to a suffrage place, say this is how blacks live.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? You just tell them like, hey man, like, understand this. You want this money? I'm gonna make you work a summer job and then you'll appreciate what you got. Or I'm gonna actually make you work. These things like this, because mind you, I was living in Florida and there were like 2 school shootings back to back and also a knife brought to school. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers like shooting up their schools too damn much for me. So I was like, I'm done. I'm moving.
Okay, so let me go back to what you were saying for us, like you know, being in white folks' neighborhood. Look, I live in Texas. Where do you live? It ain't no in between out here in Texas, okay?
Yes,
it's either you on the south side of town or you on the north side of town. It's no in between. Either you got money or you don't. It ain't no in between.
Well,
I'm comfortable enough to where I can live up here in this area where I live, and it's the God-given truth.
But see,
it's 85% whites that live up here.
Now let's look at that. So you said there's no in between.
Let me finish though.
Okay, go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Let me finish though. If you have never lived where I live, it would be really hard for you to sit here and tell me what I said wasn't right. I'm telling you from experience and what I see on a daily. When I go to my grocery stores, I go to these local high schools, these elementary schools, everything that I see before me, it ain't, you know what? I live in a white neighborhood. I'm not just saying that just to be making people feel better. I'm just telling you my truth and what I see. I'm not sugarcoating nothing.
No, that's fine. That's fine for you to say. I mean, if you want to say it like that. Are you what's your tax bracket? Are you poor, middle class, or
I make $65 a year?
Okay, so you're middle class. Okay, so what you're telling me, you live in a middle class, well-to-do area. That's pretty good. And we got to understand for a lot of people that some people, your job, and I mean, Hope just alluded to that. She said, listen, I came from poverty. I didn't like the area. I upgraded myself. So I gave my kids a better start, but shout out to Hope's baby who's going into the military. So she sees what mama came through and she said, listen, I've already done the journey. I can't take you no further. You can either choose to go back to that, but I'm not going back for you. So the thing about it is we can move you, and that's the thing about it. You can move your people to a better area, but their mindset has to understand that, listen, why did y'all make the sacrifices you did? Now, I don't know as far as it goes for white areas, but right now they're dealing with opioids and crack and all kind of crazy shit right now.
Okay,
and so they're already catching hell on earth in their neighborhoods right now. And so now we're looking at it where the stuff that you got away from is now coming into the same neighborhoods that we are in because they're picking up on the hip hop and the negative behavior. So just moving isn't enough. Teaching your kids.
But you know what? You can't say that.
Hang on. Let me talk. I'll let you talk. So teaching your children why
I love this.
I made the sacrifices I did. Like Mo says, listen, I made mistakes. I got locked up. I fucked up. Son, you don't have to be a fuck up like I fucked up. Learn from me. Hope tells about how her family did wrong. She said, listen, y'all, I got y'all away from that shit, son. You don't have to get locked up like your family, like your cousins did. I tell my family about I said, uncles, I'm glad y'all got your asses fucked up because I watched y'all fuck up, so that way I didn't fuck up like y'all. I still took my lumps, but see, I understood what I needed to do to play the game to where I am at today. So, I mean, we only call it, and see, the thing about it, we pick up the terminology of calling it a white people area is because that's how blacks see themselves, as the area, some of the areas that they're in are impoverished. And we know why, because guess what? They have not been properly being used. The money has not been properly being distributed. And that's not because of white people all the time. It's sometimes depending on your elected officials on what they're doing with the money. This is why if you know better, you can do better. If you can hire somebody or put somebody in the proper position, say, hey, we need the schools in this area to be raised to a better standard. Guess what? It's not enough just to say, I made it. Start teaching other people how to do better. I don't like playing the sides of, well, I don't know those people. Yeah, you know those people, because what the poor don't have, they seem to trickle down over to the middle class and say, well, since you don't have it, I'm going to come take it from you. And that's a big issue we've been having in the States lately, that impoverished people are now taking out their bitterness or disdainment or telling their kids, don't be like those people. Or you should not go up there. Don't learn how to speak or clear up your edification of language or knowledge or different stuff like that, because you're going to turn on your community. Rather than we used to encourage our people, hey, go to school, make something yourself, pick up a trade, go to college. We used to encourage our people to do that, to actually learn and improve themselves. Now it's starting to become in reverse, where you can have a single mother who, mind you, knock on wood, thank you, mama, thank you, daddy, who makes it to a nice area. And then they say, but see, the thing about it, the kids don't understand the journey of why the parent did what they did. And it's not that you got to have some nigga mode. You just got to say, listen, I did what I did so that way you can have a better chance than me. That's why Hope said the boomers failed the next generation.
Okay, so can I jump in? Let me say this. Okay, so I heard you from jump.
Say it.
From number one, you talk about hope struggles and you talk about most struggles, but not one time you didn't hear anything about my struggles.
Yes.
I could have swore I said something about my struggles and where I came from the west side of Chicago. That's number one. Number two. No, but listen. I listened to you. And I jumped in the beginning and I interrupted and I was like, you know what? I fucked up. Let me let this man talk because he's been quiet. So let me have the floor. So again, like I said before, we all come from a totally different background, man. You went through shit that I never experienced. Ho went through shit that I never experienced. Mo went through shit that I never experienced at the end of the day. So I had to find out at later in my age. I'm 42 years old. It wasn't until I turned 35 until I had my first kid. My daughter's 7 years old, to where I had to realize, I said, damn. I said, all this time I realized that I wasted all my life bullshit.
And I was 15.
And when I tell you this, coming from the west side of Chicago, all I've ever been around was Puerto Ricans and blacks. That's all I ever knew. So when I moved to Texas, I was around blacks. I was around Hispanics. That's all I ever saw. Because I started out as a bill collector. I was making $500 every 2 weeks.
In Chicago.
$500 every 2 weeks. You feel me? And I used to come home to where shit get turned off and stuff like that. And I'm like, man,
Chi-town.
It has to be a better way. So I had to tell myself, I said, you know what? I said, I got to make a better way for myself. And what I do, I changed my hustle. I changed my mindset. I went to truck driving school. Not only did I just go to truck driving school, I got into driving trucks, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take my career a little bit further. So I got into that, and I started going into like the routing and freight business and dispatching and doing all that stuff. So I started to hang around people that didn't think like the people that I came up around. So I started to listen and listen to the game that was being given to me. So when I got people around me like that, that's in a better position as myself, I said, you know what? How did you get to where you went to? Oh, I went to college. Oh, I did this. Well, I couldn't afford college because I come from a single parent home. So what make you to where you are right now? All right, you know what? I'm gonna give you some game. I see how you come in. You come in here dressed in these Air Maxes and these Jordans and everything else. You spending all this money on this shit that can't do nothing for your children or pave the way for your children, college tuition or nothing. You wasting money on this. This is what I see most black people do. And I was like, well, what? How would you? And I asked questions. I'm like, man, so what? How can I change that? Because I'm not ashamed to ask questions. He was like, you know what? You know what I do? I invest. I'm not saying all is well, all is good, but I invest. I let my money grow. I let my money do the talking. And you should too. If you're going to invest in a pair of Jordans, you know what you do? How about you invest into Jordan stock or whatever you love? So that's my mindset now. So when I started thinking like that, I said, you know what? I got to get out of Dallas because I used to live off of Forest and Ardelia. I used to live off Forest and Ardelia in Dallas. And man, my mom, she used to work at AHA. And I was so nervous because she would work third shift. And I'm like, damn, I have to worry about her walking home by herself and being robbed because she was a waitress. And one of her best friends got shot, got robbed behind some stuff like that. I said, so you know what? I said, I gotta change my way of thinking. I gotta get us up out of this area. And I did that. And I said, if I gotta go far north, which is where I'm at right now, I live in Frisco. If you was out here and you see what I see, then you will understand what I'm talking about. But I'm not saying like you think. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying, oh, I live in a white folks area. What it is, I'm just telling you what I see.
What you see?
What I see that's around me. It's not what I chose this. The only reason why I'm up here is because it's no longer about me. It stopped being about me when my daughter was born. I put my daughter in a real good school district. You feel me?
Right.
And that's just what it is right now. It is no longer about me. It stopped being about me since 2012, since my daughter was born. My son was born in 2011. He lived in Oklahoma with his mother. But I'm here and I'm living up here to where my kids can have a peace of mind. And I'm just telling you what I see was before me. And if I came off any kind of way like, oh, I live in a white folks area, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm trying to give them credit, trying to blow up the spot on anything. I'm just telling you where I live and where I lay my head and what I see every day when I walk outside of my home, when I go to these grocery stores, I go to these malls, these restaurants. This is what I see. And that's just what it is, man. That's my truth.
And you know what? And me, along the way, I try to help bring my friends with me. You know, I try to help them. Because they still in Baltimore. And like right now, I try to tell my best friend, I said, dude, with your degree that you got right now, I said, you'll make 10 times more than you making in Baltimore. I said, I said, come down here. You can stay with me. I even told her she can stay with me. I said, you can stay with me until you get on your feet. You know I'll help you. I said, and I even get you into the hospital I'm in. I said, you'll make more money. It's about choices with people, dude. I did try to help my people from my hometown. I did try to help.
You tried, and they don't receive it.
I can't. You can only bring the horse to the water. It's up to them to drink the shit. And then I said, I can't let them bring me down. I said, I got to do what's good for me. That's it. And you know, when my daughter, when Destiny, the one that's in the military, when as soon as she turned 18, guess what? I put her right in the trade program. I made her get her CNA, and she worked as a PCA at the hospital, as a patient care tech at the hospital. For 4 years before she decided to join the military.
Right.
Her best friend, same thing. Her best friend, you know, when we was in Ohio, when we lived in the projects, that's why I said, you know, when I married my ex-husband, it happened for a reason. It happened. And where it was a bad thing, that was turned into a good thing. It was a journey. It's part of my journey to where I'm at right now in life. But along the way, I realized when I was living there in Canton, I have helped a lot of people along the way. Both whites and blacks.
Okay.
Right.
Along the way.
Yep. Real shit.
And like Destiny best friend, which is a white boy. He's gay. His father used to abuse him. And
so he's a cracker. He's a cracker.
Yeah, his father used to abuse him because he was gay. And this dude used to leave for months and months and leave Tony with nothing. And I took Tony in. Remind you, I'm on fucking public housing, and I'm working and everything. I'm the only one on public housing that's working, so I was paying more rent than everybody in my damn neighborhood. Anyway, moving forward, I will make sure Tony go to school, clean clothes, be fed, and go to school with Destiny because they're both in high school together. They met in middle school. Then they went to high school together and stuff. And one morning, Tony came to my house. It's pouring out raining, no shoes on, no coat on. And it's cold now. And he was like, cause he snuck out. He said, I had to get away. He beat me real bad. And he did beat him because the boy was bruised up.
Right.
And shit. So I was going to talk to Shane, which I could have reported him a long time ago for to Child Protective Service. But no, I just went on and took care of Tony for him while he did what he did. So Shane decided he wanted to come at me all kinds of ways and sideways and shit. So I said, okay, I'm gonna show you who the bitch is. And I called Child Protective Service.
Okay.
Got them involved and Tony ended up living with his stepmother, which is Shane's ex-wife and shit.
Right.
So years later, Tony, then ex-wife, decided to kick the boy out when he turned 18 and shit, right? And he ended up coming down here with me. And him and Destiny reunite, and he ended up coming down here with me. So the boy, he got a job and he, worked at Starbucks and everything. He wasn't making no money. I said, you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna do something for you, boy. I'm gonna invest in you. I put his so the same way I threw Destiny ass in that CNA class, I threw his ass in there. And now he's working and making a nice piece of money here as a patient care tech and stuff.
Right.
And my son. So I try to help everybody.
Right.
Not just white people, but I try to help my own people too. And the difference is with him who happened to be white and people that's our own. He was willing to. He drunk the water.
Right.
Black folks that I tried to, our own people that I try to help, they didn't.
Right.
They drunk the water. So it's like I can't let nobody bring me down.
Yes.
And
you gotta protect your neck.
It was about my kids and my family. And as soon as I moved out here and shit, oh boy. And then when they found out that I voted for Trump, they really went bonkers.
Right.
And as far as now, what led to me being a Republican, I was in my 20s, right? I went to, I had just got accepted into my my CNA class, right? I started off at CNA before I became a lab tech.
Right.
Just got accepted into my CNA class and shit, right? So I went to social service and stuff. And I tell my worker, yeah, I got accepted into my class. I'm all excited about my class and shit, right? She said, that's like school, right? I said, yeah, it's a training. Oh, that's like school. You had to do that after work program hours, the work program.
Right.
Now remind you, I had to be in that class at 7 in the morning. And I couldn't miss a day, or I would have been kicked out of the program. So I took a leap of faith. I said, you know what? You do what you got to do. You're going to sanction me. I don't care.
Right.
So they sanctioned me. So I didn't get no food
I
stamps.
gotta pay a water bill. I gotta pay a water bill. I'll be back.
Okay, I ain't get no food
Heck,
stamps. I ain't get no check, no nothing, right? But let me tell you
Right.
how good. Let me tell you how good God is. Just so happened that work. Just so happened that program, the CNA class that I was in, the program I was in, it
Mm-hmm.
was a paid program. I got paid to sit in the classroom.
Wow, that's what's up right
Got a
there.
check. Yep, and that's how I was able to feed my kids. And remind you, I had to catch 3 buses to that class.
Wow. You know what? That's when I hear stories like that, man, I'm just like, damn, like I'm like blown away because, you know, I at the end of the day, I can do nothing but just say, damn. You think you got it bad, but it's always somebody that's got it way more tougher than you do at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
And then I was on
And
my own. And remind you, I was on my own. My mom passed away when I was 23. I had just had my son. And my dad
you
passed away
know,
when I was 19. I ain't had my parents, and then I'm my only child.
right. Yeah. And like I said before, just when you think you got it hard, somebody always got it a little bit worse than you do. I got the both of my parents. My dad is still here, my mom is still here. But man, that to me that just shows a sign of being strong. And look at you now. Look where you at now.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
where you came from. Look
And
at your situation.
I never not tell anybody, that's where the respect come in at, because I do tell my story. I do let everybody know where I come from.
Right.
Yeah.
I never try to pretend I was something I'm not. I never ever portrayed like I never had any type of struggles or anything. I always tell my past. Not ashamed of it. Not at
You look
all.
up struggle. You look up struggle in the dictionary,
Oh,
and
shit, likewise.
you gonna see my face.
Likewise.
And I tell them, I'm not ashamed.
Likewise.
I'm not ashamed of my past.
Talk shit.
It doesn't define who I am right now.
Exactly.
It helped me be the strong woman I am right now.
Right.
And I mean, and I'm still the type that try to help. I talk to like right now. I don't just talk on here. I don't just have talking points on Facebook and on YouTube all the time. I actually go out and I do, and I don't just stay in the up to the areas. I actually go down in Phoenix, and I do talk to young girls. I
Right.
talk to them, and I talk to our own. I talk to
Right.
I talk to Mexicans. I talk to all, and and I ask them, what can I do to help you? What information you need? What resources?
Right.
And I offer them resources. I have.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? That's why I respect. Listen, you and Mo been friends for a while now. Even when your boy Trump got elected, I used to sit back and I used to just hear the conversations about what y'all would discuss. I never not once interrupted and said anything, but I'm the type that just like to sit back and I just like to listen and see how true you are because
Right.
the way you speak, that'll tell that your eyes and the way you move will tell you everything about a person. But when I heard you talk and I heard how passionate you was about certain things, that in itself told me what kind of woman you was. Real shit. Like this is my first time even talking to you. Mo, how long we been friends? We've been friends for how long?
Man,
it's been a hot fucking minute, long motherfucking time. But when you guys actually started going live and you start, talking about Trump and stuff, whatever, I used to sit back and I'd be like, you know what? I'm about to jump in this motherfucking piss all you motherfuckers off. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that shit. I would sit back and I would listen. And it was some about you, Hope, that I would hear you talking. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to see what the hell she's talking about. Because I know when I hear something like that, okay, she done been through some shit. I don't know exactly. I can't put my finger on it, but you done been through some shit. Just like Mo, he done been through some shit. And hey, your light bulb ass better be eating good right now with that. You know, you had a goddamn stroke, nigga. I ain't playing. You better be eating good. You know what I mean? You know, keep your shit together. We need you here. But
on the vegan and vegetarian side with me.
you better do something, you know, real shit. You know, but at the end of the day, man, it's one thing y'all gonna learn about TaylorMade. I don't care where I'm at or who I'm around, I'm always gonna speak my truth. Some people love it, some people hate it. My thing is this: if everybody could respect how each other's feel, like on certain things, and just keep it moving, this would be a beautiful world. You can't change somebody's beliefs on how they feel and see certain shit.
Come on now, nigga, my nigga.
You can't do that. It's a waste of fucking time.
Come on, my nigga.
Only thing you can do
My
is just
nigga,
say, hey,
come on,
this
nigga.
is how I feel, and this is how you feel.
Hey, Mo.
And you respect each other's opinion and keep it moving. You can't throw shit down people's throat and try to force and try to change somebody's mind.
Right.
That would never happen. So I listen to people like you. I listen to people like Mo. I listen to people like your boy that's listening. Man, look, I would never say you wrong because it ain't my position to tell you that. I just try to soak up game. That's just me.
Hey, Mo,
even if I disagree with you, I soak up game. That's just what it is to prepare myself. That's all it is, man.
Show my comparison picture. Go on my page. And show my comparison picture.
What's up, Likewise? You called me just before I was about to read. What's going on, Likewise?
It's on my what up, Likewise? It's on my page. Show my comparison picture. What up, Jay?
What it do? What it do? What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Jay?
You see it, bro?
Oh,
hey, yeah, I see it.
No, I'm sorry, Mo. They see my pictures, the comparison picture where I showed what I was before I became a vegan and after.
You know what? You ain't even gotta tell me. You had way more weight than you do now.
Did you see my picture?
I've been seeing your pictures too, Mo.
Who that white man you was with?
What white man?
I'll talk to you offline.
What white man?
Oh shit!
Oh, you talking about my ex? He wasn't white. He was mixed.
That's argument.
Right. Oh, you talking about my ex? He was mixed.
Okay.
Come on, somebody.
All right, so
you passed the paper back test.
Hey, so Hope, am I right or wrong on that? Like how you changed over the years, like far as like your pictures.
Yeah. You right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you that I seen it through Mo. Y'all talk even when y'all went live. I would listen.
Even me and Mo came a long way. Mo came a long way too. When I met Mo, he was a teddy bear.
Oh god damn, Mo was an offensive lineman.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, hey, bro, you was an offensive lineman in this motherfucker. I never forget you went in that little spot and you was talking shit to the cooks and shit. You had that shit recorded live. You remember that shit?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey, babe, what's up?
Hey, Mo, you sick? You sick? He's
sick.
Oh
yeah, you sick. I did 2 minutes video on the phone. What the fuck? I sit there like, what the fuck? That nigga said he got in my fucking face. I'm like, oh, I was looking for him. I never caught that nigga.
Hey, Mo. we go way back to the point to where your girl tried to turn me against you, nigga. Kim, you remember her?
Oh, my ex-wife, that fucking fat bitch. That fat bitch.
She tried to turn me against you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you got me fucked up. I said I never turn my back on my dude. Real shit. And she blocked me from that day.
Good. Because she was crazy. That bitch is fucking crazy.
Man.
Come on, man. Look, that's y'all shit. Look, y'all saw we broke up. Y'all done chose sides. She wanted people to chose sides. I said, I'm not choosing.
I remember that shit, man.
No,
Like
fucking
it was
some
yesterday,
crazy
man.
bitches, man. That's why
Yeah,
that's
she was
why I
crazy
just
as
stay
fuck.
single and stay away, man. I just don't want the drama anymore.
No drama whatsoever.
Same here.
I mean, no, I'm serious,
And
man.
don't
People
give
like
a fuck.
some cats are like, "Why aren't you with anybody?" I says, "You know what, man?" I says, "I've been through the drama." And I says, "You know what? I go, if I can find a person with some drama that I could deal with, because everybody has drama, it doesn't matter. But a lot of them is too much drama, man. They go overboard on that shit. And
You're right.
plus I'm my own man, and I'll be damned if a woman tells me what to do.
Yeah.
Hell no, you ain't gonna be wearing no damn high heels and the miniskirt cooking dinner. Fuck that.
Right.
I ain't gonna be doing that shit either. Nope. Ain't no
I mean,
way.
I'm a simple dude, man. I'll be honest. I mean, actually, a woman haven't made. Why? Because I don't give a fuck if she cooks for me. Because you know what? I mean, I like my mama's cooking, and I know how to cook like my mama. And you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to cook for me. I mean, it's nice, but I'd rather cook my damn self. At least
Well,
I
you
know
know
what's
what?
happening. That's just me.
Moving here, since I've been in the South, I ran into nothing but women from the South, and their asses know how to cook. So I'm spoiled. Fuck that. I ain't cooking a goddamn thing. If I cook for myself, I'm boiling some noodles. I told y'all that shit earlier. Y'all think I'm playing. Fuck that.
No, but I like to cook. I used to craft. That's why. You know
Oh
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Well, you
So
know the
cooking
game.
ain't.
You know what to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I just burned out on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm good. So cooking for a woman, that's one thing I don't. That's not a really big what you call really big thing for me. You know what I mean?
Well, you know
Because
what?
I enjoy
I'm
doing it myself.
I got spoiled, right? My daughter's mother is from New Orleans. Okay, she Cajun. If you know anything about New Orleans or the South period, they know how
Oh
to
yeah,
cook their ass off.
oh
And
yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
they
I have
know how
no
to
problem.
cook,
I mean,
bro.
it's nice. If a girl cook me dinner, I mean, that's nice. But it's just not. It's just I don't require it every day. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying every day, shit. You can make me a bologna sandwich, goddamn it. I don't care, But just show me that you still love me, shit. The moment you start doing that, I'm gonna think you're cheating
Right,
on me. Sorry. Fuck that. You
right,
gotta
right.
do something. Show me that you love me at the end
And
of the
we
day.
are live right now in front of everybody. Live.
Good. And you know
I
what?
mean,
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
you on.
talking about
I feel you
live.
on that
Raw
too.
in a full fucking effect. You can say any and whatever,
I
talk
like
about
look,
whatever, because that's just what it is.
look.
Yeah,
Taylor May, I don't give a
Mama
fuck about
showed
your feelings.
me love, and I still got fucked over.
I don't give a fuck about nobody feeling on here. What's up, BFT? Look, I thought you were hoping to go off on this guy. What the fuck?
Damn, who are here
You
like
know
they
that's
talking
me.
from
Oh God damn!
who's there in the background talking like they from hell or some shit? Who's that out here in far background talking like they from hell or some shit? Who's
Oh,
that? Somebody, I heard somebody talking in the far background.
Is that you, Jay?
I didn't say shit.
No, I'm saying your surroundings.
No, I'm just inside my house chilling.
Oh, somebody's surroundings got stuff in it.
Oh, I don't know. No one said shit. I put my shoes on, getting ready to go get my medicine.
Hey, but y'all know, everybody know I'll be on some nigga shit tonight.
Hey, on some real shit though, what everybody got planned for the holidays for Christmas? What everybody got going on?
My daughter coming home.
Time and a half.
My
Time and a
daughter
half. That's what's up.
will be home.
Time and a half. That's my plan.
My
That's
daughter
what's
coming
up.
home. I'm getting excited because I miss her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, anybody got any plans for like the New Year's, like starting out? Anything different that you're gonna try to change or whatever? You know, I know they come with the same old bullshit every year, but I'm just starting a conversation. But is there anything you got planned for the New Year's Eve? What y'all got going?
Time and a half.
Time and a half. That's it. You all about the money, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you about the business, right? It's all
I
about
work.
the
Yeah, I work on Christmas, and I'm off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
But yeah, like we got this Tuesday and we got Wednesday off. And what day is New Year's Eve on? I ain't looked at the calendar.
Week after Christmas. Exactly a week.
Okay, so that's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta go to work the next day.
I'm off.
Man, I got work.
No, New Year's Day we're off. New Year's Day we're off, right? New Year's Day we're off. We're off. My bad.
I'm getting my slippies on.
But New Year's is more or less a New
Hey!
Year's. Yeah.
Trunk of
I live out here. I live out here in Vegas. There's just too many people, so I usually just so New Year's. I mean, I work during the day, but I'll be in the house in prayer. I pray every New Year's. I don't really go out.
Oh, you say you live in Vegas?
Yeah.
Man, I used to have a dedicated run to Henderson. Man, that used to be my route. I used to run out there all the time. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
you know where
Henderson ain't
Henderson
that
is.
far from me. Oh yeah, it's right down the street from me.
Yep. I'm a truck driver. Been at it for 15 years. I did the Henderson route for like almost 3 years, running back and forth from, at that time I was in Iowa. I was running back and forth from Iowa to like the Las Vegas, just, the Henderson area, just taking one trip. It was cool because, man, I'm going to tell you something. When I got to Vegas for the first time, you couldn't tell me shit. I thought I knew everything. And you know how they say most truck drivers are hoes? Well, that's actually true because I was a hoe. I was out there on the road doing any and whatever. But when I first got to Vegas, I went to the Mandalay Bay, man, and I seen this chick so fine. She was shining shoes. I was like, man, I got to get her number. And I got her number. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I called her up. Man, she wouldn't give me no play at all. I was like, man, these women out here in Vegas is all about money. I'm like, damn.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, it is about it is about money. And you know what? And I'll be honest. It's not my. It's not my skilo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's times some cats they want me to sit there and go do some overtime, right? I'm like, no,
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna get that money. I said, look, the money's not that important to me. I don't even want to work overtime. I just want to have one job and do that $65,000-$75,000 and work one job and do my 8 hours.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? But let alone is I do it when I have to. If I have my bills paid, I go, shoot, I need time to be lazy. Like tomorrow's my first day off in like 2.5 weeks.
Shit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna fuck y'all head up, but I gotta be to work at 6:00 in the morning. What time is it right now?
We late, man. Hey, everybody can get on. Hey, you off with Pan? You come back on anytime, bro.
Hey, man, you know I'm gonna do that, man. But I told you that I was gonna get on here and tell you how I feel. And,
Look, you come on tomorrow. That'd be fun. You come on. Look, my parents. Look, it's every that pound game. Whenever you come on.
Hey, what you do is you just send that to my inbox and let me know when you're gonna do what you do.
I definitely will. We're gonna have fun.
Yo,
all right, man. Hey.
You're gonna be paid like a motherfucker.
It was nice talking to you.
Hey, it was nice talking to you, Hope. It was nice talking to everybody else, Mo. You know you're my OG.
Hey, OG,
we're gonna do what we do,
pleasure.
and I gotta take my black ass to bed because I ain't gonna be what the damn.
Light skin look better, y'all. Light skin is
What'd you say?
Yeah, with the shit. Light skin look
Oh
better.
hell no, I like them chocolate.
Yeah, oh yeah, black for black, baby. Chocolate, man. We in this bitch. What you talking about, nigga? Stop it. Talk about that bullshit, man. Come on now. Shit. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Hey, hey, hey. You know what? But you still my nigga. Hey, you still my nigga though, man. I don't care what nobody say.
You know how we get there. I talk shit and get motherfucker.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I gotta get some rest.
All right, man.
All right,
All right, peace.
Hey, peace, bro.
Oh, yo, Mo.
All right.
Yeah.
Mo. Yeah. I was on a R-rated show last night. It was pretty fun.
I saw that.
Oh, you did? Oh, did I give you the shout out? You hear me? A little shout out. I got you. Huh?
Yeah, I saw. I was fucked up last night.
Oh, you're fucked up. Yeah, it was like really sad, man, because it was like I didn't even get a chance to see the end of the speech because I was watching the speech on your channel, right? Oh shit! Hold on.
What happened?
You there? Yeah. I was watching a speech on your channel, then RRC. I mean, I thought I was going to go. I mean, we were supposed to go on at 6, so I was just waiting. I mean, I just didn't say nothing because I was waiting for I was all into the speech because that speech was playing fire. That speech, that was the best speech. I mean, he was right. That was the best speech Trump ever did.
Yep.
What do you think, Hope?
What Trump?
Yeah, yesterday, man, he went in
Oh my
last night.
God! I was like, yes. He wasn't talking about that damn impeach.
Oh, it was like so. Like it was like he's like so. You know what? He goes, ain't you glad I fired Comey's ass? And the crowd goes wild. And oh man, and it was lovely, man. It was beautiful. Then I was even doing the impeachment too. That was a beautiful thing about it. And they wussed out, but I don't know what they're going to do now since since they don't want to bring up the articles of impeachment to blame Congress. Up.
Of course they don't want to bring it to the senators. You know that's. But I'm gonna put you like this: the senators already been tweeted already. But in so many words that they're not going to let it go through.
Right.
I say go ahead. I mean, see what Lindsey Graham don't want to do. Let's go through the trial. Let's put all the dirt out there. Trump wants to do it. Everybody wants the trial. I want the trial. I mean, if I was McConnell, I said no, fuck it.
But on the same token, they want the trial, but they come together to let you know from the get go that they're not going to impeach Trump.
Let me have my 40. Hey, you know what? We spent. Here's what I'm saying. We spent $45 million, $1 billion on their bullshit. You know what? I want my taxpayer money's worth.
I want my damn money. I was pissed about that. I waste our fucking money playing games and shit.
Oh no, fuck this. I want to see them squirm. All right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. I mean, I want to tell you what, and I'm not first to say it. They say Clinton was our first black president. No, Trump is. Why? Because he does shit like what black people would do.
Clinton wasn't our first motherfucker put a person on the black community. What the fuck are they talking about?
No, I'm not saying in generalization. I said what they say.
Hold on.
Because I don't give a damn. Trump thinks like a nigga.
Oh, listen to your listener.
I mean, he's black. I mean, he's black in spirit.
We figured that out because we was going to come.
John, you got feedback, John.
Hey, I said we got our book fixed up because I remember what you wrote with letter. So you come at one for that Saturday morning. Today,
yeah, but it's off and popping though, man. I mean, this is great entertainment. I tell you what, it is. It's great TV. It's great TV. And I'm just waiting now. You know what I'm saying? Because they hold the article. Because they know what they can't investigate now. They fucked themselves that bad. If they don't turn in the articles of impeachment, no more investigations. That's how fucked they are. You know, I'm like, fuck.
I have a
mean,
question. I have a question. I have a question. Check this out. You know what Nancy Pelosi is doing by holding back the impeachment until she hears what she can get in the Senate?
Yeah, she's demanding. She's demanding Congress to do what the fuck they.
Is that not a quid pro quo? Saying that I'm not going to give you the thing unless you do what I want. Isn't that what she's accusing Trump of?
It doesn't even matter.
I'll be impeached. Ain't no fucking way.
Oh yeah, she's doing exactly. They're doing the exact same thing, and now she's saying she runs. She runs blame. I'm
not going to give it to you.
That
sounds like a quid pro quo.
Ain't that some shit?
Oh shit!
I mean, ain't that some shit though? Really?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, I like this one. I ain't gonna mention her name. She was on my Facebook, right? And I knew her all my life, and I gives two fucks if she sees it. I ain't mention her name, but I knew her. I told her, I said, look, you never liked me when I was a kid, and you're irrelevant, and you were irrelevant then, you're irrelevant now. Because she goes, all the Trump supporters, I'm gonna defriend and yada yada yada, and she got all triggered and shit because I'm a Trump supporter. You know, I'm like, come on, dude. You know, I mean, and I want to tell you what, though, and they're saying that they really divide, like, the Democrats really divide this country really, really bad. And you know what, nigga, it's on.
They always have.
All right,
they always have.
Nigga, like, yeah, I'm like, nigga, it's on. I go, you know what? And the only thing I gotta say this: draw first blood, yo. Draw first blood. You know what I'm saying? I go, this is gonna end like me, R.A. was talking about last night. It's going to be the worst war anybody have ever seen because it's from the inside out in every country.
In every state.
No, every country. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going to be country against country. This is going to be and it's going to be a war of ideology. It's going to be a war of good and evil. I mean, if you really think about it, like Armageddon, what is Armageddon? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Good and evil. You know, I mean, just like Luke Skywalker says in Star Wars, this is not going the way you think. And it's not. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking it was going to be this big, like, nuclear war, yada, yada. No, man. It's going to be long. Look at France. Look what's happened in Germany. You know what I'm saying? The slave trade in Africa. Hong Kong.
Look at the yellow vest in France.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This is countrymen, you know what I'm saying, fighting for the rights inside their own countries. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason being
the Brexit movement. The Brexit
movement. You know, but the thing is though, if it kicks off the United States, we got guns. Look what's happening in Virginia. Virginia's going to be a place where the first shots are going to be fired. Just like the Civil War.
But you heard that sheriff. You heard about that sheriff in Virginia said that he would deputize every citizen in his county as deputy sheriffs, so that way they could keep their firearms.
Hell yeah! You know what I'm saying?
He said
if they do sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so everybody got a badge in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't that something? Everybody got a badge in this motherfucker.
There's a town in Florida where they actually say that you have to buy a gun. They passed that like about 10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, that you have to buy a gun?
Yeah, because you have to deal with your own safety. I don't know. I think they cut down on the law enforcement or something.
Oh yeah, and I bet you there's hardly no crime in that bitch either, huh?
Yeah, that's why I never hear of it. That's why I don't remember the name.
As I says, man, everybody carry a gun, then people are less likely to use it.
Yeah.
Point blank. You know what I'm saying? And then I hope they pass that law with everybody's allowed to have it concealed. Because if everybody can have a concealed weapon, then I'm down. You know what I mean? I'm down for it. A lot of people will think twice and shit. So how you doing, Hope? I saw you on your video at the rally.
She made the news. You missed it earlier. They were showing it.
Oh, what happened? I didn't see it. What happened?
It was showing her on the rally.
Yo, Hope, send me a link.
Mo showed it earlier in the video.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it, but as I said, well, send me the link, Mo, in my Facebook. As I said, I just got on here, man. I'm getting my Mountain Dew.
Jay, you realize that Trump isn't impeached because they never finished the process. Because the House is saying, okay, these are the indictments, but the hearing, the court trial is in the Senate. And if you never bring charges, you're not convicted of anything. So even though they're running around saying that Trump is impeached, technically he hasn't finished the process, so he's not impeached yet. Not until he finishes the Senate.
Yeah, he's impeached. No, he's impeached by the House, not the Senate.
But he hasn't technically been impeached. You know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't finished the process.
I was really surprised. No, I want to tell you what. Tulsi Gabbard,
because they can charge you with anything, but until you go to trial, you're not convicted. That's how it works in the here in the United States. They can charge you with whatever they want, but if they don't convict you, you're not convicted, and you got to go to court. And the Senate is the court.
Right.
Justice Roberts sits on it, and the senators are all the jurors, and it's a court trial.
Oh,
they may choose to acquit him right off the bat, but the thing is not over yet.
How you doing?
It's only halfway.
How you doing?
I need to get up.
Huh?
What drives me crazy about it is the whole time they were trying to pass it, they were saying how he's a national threat. We have to get him out. That's why we're going so quickly. We have to do it before the election. We have to get him out now. And then they hold it.
Oh yeah, because they were no what? I want to tell you what though.
I thought it was a rush. We had to do it right now.
It's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. I mean, I've never seen such great shit in my entire. I mean, best TV I've ever seen in my entire life. Next to my superhero shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got in this video, y'all. Y'all keep talking. I get in the video. Y'all talk.
All right.
Do so real quick.